NBA playoffs on NBC.
Christian Javier brings it. There it goes. Swanson touches one off. 5-0 Atlanta here in the fifth. 6 seconds. Murray hits it downfield. It is caught. DeAndre Hopkins. Chicago with the lead. Timeout, Utah.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the Louis Sports Network. It is your boy Louis coming back at you with another heavy hitter live stream. We get another video. It's Game 5 of the NBA Finals between the Boston Celtics against the Golden State Warriors. Make sure you guys, as you guys come in, hit the like button. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. Make sure your notification turned on. Make sure you guys are sharing on your social media platforms. Truly appreciate it. Salute Golden State and Boston tied at 2 right now in the Chase Center. As you guys listen to the commentary, so make sure you guys come on in. And salute, man. Hope we get this Game 5 going. Shout out to Ryan, first one in the building.
You let Jalen Rose slip on this. Jalen Rose and Magic Johnson, haven't y'all noticed? They're always biased.
Quick question for you guys. Who you guys got Game 5 tonight?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
What's going on?
That's what they do.
It is almost time. Game 5 right around the corner here on ABC. The fans both inside and outside the Chase Center are ready to go. It's a best of 3 from here. And these fans out.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. So I just wanted to just stop that for a second, just because I know you were listening to Mike Greenberg, Jalen Rose, Michael Wilbon, and Stephen A. Smith. They were talking about tonight's game, and they were talking about who has to step up. Obviously, for the Boston Celtics, it's got to be Jason Tatum. Jason Tatum has only had one good game in this series, and he has not been the best. And in order for the Boston Celtics to go ahead in this series, he has to step up tonight. Because if not, I feel like, to me, Jason Tatum has kind of let this media hype in terms of if he was to win the championship, he puts himself in that conversation for best player, one of the best players in the NBA, possibly like in the top 5, the top 10. What's happened is it's kind of really affected his play in these finals. And I feel like Jaylen Brown, to me, has been a better player than Jason Tatum. And what I need Jason Tatum to stop doing is I need him to stop thinking and trying to be like Kobe and need to be more like Jason Tatum. Because that's what another thing I see. Ime Udoka's got to do a better job with his adjustments. I feel like he keeps trying the same thing over and over again, acting like he's going to get different results, and it's not. Shout out to Tyrann Matthews in the building, guys. Make sure to hit that like. 2022 NBA Finals. We have a rubber match right now. It's a best of 3. Warriors regain the home court advantage with the win. Excuse me. When was the last time they played? Oh, that's right. They last played on Friday. Yes, Friday, because game 3 was on Wednesday. Game 6 is actually going to be on Thursday, and then Game 7, if necessary, will be on Father's Day on Sunday in Golden State. I'm going to go with Golden State tonight. I still got them in 6. If the Warriors happen to win tonight and then Boston wins Game 6, then obviously it's going to go 7, and I would be wrong in terms of Warriors in 6. But I'm still going to say that the Golden State Warriors are going to win the series. So for tonight's game, I got Golden State in Game 5. I think with Steph Curry, people were wondering whether you're going to get that signature game from Curry, and you finally got it. In Game 4. Clearly the best game of the series that he's played. So, looking to see more. Curry, this has been Curry's most efficient NBA Finals from Games 1 through 4. I mean, he didn't even shoot the ball too bad in Game 2. He was 9 of 21. I mean, it's not great, but, he shot above 40%. Curry has – this is the first NBA Finals that Curry has not shot below 40%. He's been 40% or above in every single game in this series. So, and the fact that Curry is actually the way he performed in Game 4, where his team needed him the most, with the type of defense that Boston has played, Curry's toying with them right now. And Curry is averaging, I believe, over 34 points per game through these 4 games. He's actually, so if you guys look at my community post, I put it. Stephen Curry has outscored Jason Tatum 137-89, and that's with an inconsistent Jordan Poole, who actually played the best game he's played this series in Game 4. That's with Draymond Green in foul trouble and pretty much ineffective, and that's with Klay Thompson only going 7 for 17. Andrew Wiggins has been the unsung hero for Golden State along with Kevon Looney. And the fact that he has 16 rebounds just goes to show you. Let me just check in the chat real quick. Probably Golden State because it's in their house. Tatum has stepped up for sure. Boston is 8-3 on the road, but the Warriors have 1 loss at home. Yes, one of those losses their only loss came at the hands of the Boston Celtics. Yes. But something tells me I think the Warriors have the momentum with that Game 4. And I felt like it was a golden opportunity for Boston to really put a hammer. If they would have went up 3-1, this series would have been likely over. But now that the Warriors have tied it, they have new life. And so now you have a 2-2 tie and you're in Game 5 at home. We know Curry has to be Curry, obviously. He's going to be facing that tight Boston Celtics defense. Jason Tatum has got to step up on the road because if he doesn't step up, this isn't going to – Tatum is young, but it's not going to look good for him. And Ryan thinks he's got Klay going off, and G-Money picks Boston to win Game 5. Wiggins and Poole were X factors in Game 4. Shout out to Karam. Warriors play well with their backs against the wall. They did. This was Curry's signature game. It was his signature game. But what I don't like is that the media is already crowning him Finals MVP. And you heard Jalen, even win or lose, Curry deserves to be the MVP of the series. I said, no. We got to stop right there because I remember 7 years ago when LeBron was putting up 35, 13, and 8, it was win or lose, he should have been the MVP on the losing team. No, the MVP of the finals goes to the winning team, okay? Even if it is the best player. But you see, look, they're showing these graphics, but you can see Curry is a lot stronger now than he was 6 years ago back in 2016. You can see that Curry put a lot of time in the weight room. If you look at Curry's arms, Curry's got a good, sturdy body now that he didn't have a few years ago. Otto Porter is in the starting lineup. I think that, to me, if there's any sign that Draymond gets himself in foul trouble or he is a liability on the court, on both ends of the court, you have to send him in the fourth quarter. He played well at the end, but that's to send a message that for a guy who talks a lot of smack, you're worried about your podcast and, worried about other things other than this NBA Finals series. I mean, that's saying something. I mean, and it's like you got to pay attention. Celtics need to use their size and find cutters under the basket, but that's on Ime Udoka. He's got to be better. Some coaching changes. Shout out to Michelle's daughter. Appreciate you guys, as always. Karam says, no, it's going 7. I got a feeling it's going 7, but I picked the Warriors in 6. Like I said, I don't know. Guys, continue to hit that like button. All right, let's listen to the commentary. Curry had 10 rebounds. Oh, by the way, with Curry's 43.10 rebound performance, he became the third guard in NBA history with the third point guard with a 40.10 rebound game. He joined Magic Johnson and he joined Jerry West. Curry's the first player since LeBron James to have a 40-10 rebound game in an NBA Finals game. All right, let's listen to Mike Breen, Jet Fan Gunny, and Mark Jackson with the call.
2 inspiring road wins and that epic performance. And we're only tied at 2 apiece. We could still have 3 more games. Mark, let's start with that performance from Steph Curry. So many reasons to admire it. One of them is the fact that
once again, shout out to the ladies, Michelle's daughter and Tara Matthews. Definitely appreciate you. Shout out to the ladies once again. Let's see. Celtics look like they're playing a 2-3. Oh, no, that's just terrible. Too much spacing. That's too much spacing. You cannot allow the middle of the floor to open for Curry. And they have to stop playing drop coverage on Curry. That's why he's getting all these good looks. Even with check this out. Look at that. Curry's finals. Look at that. And look at his three-point field goal attempts. He's attempted 51 threes in the series.
Jeff Jason Tatum unable to do that in game 4. Very quiet down the stretch. He's been terrific in the playoffs, but uneven in these finals, and that's the subject of our Domino 3-Game HQ. What does he need to do?
Let me ask you guys a question. Have you guys really felt that Jason Tatum has been terrific in the playoffs, or have you felt that he's been inconsistent? I think he's been good, not great. And in the finals, he hasn't been. He's been obviously inconsistent. Only has played well in one game.
And it's inexplicable, Mike, how he's missed these 2-point shots. He has 14.
No, that's I don't like his mechanics. If you look at Jason Tatum on that drive, he drove, and then if you look at the way he shot that ball, his arm. His elbow is extended out. As a shooter, you want to keep your elbow tucked in, but his elbow is pointed out. It's going to mess up your shot. You have to keep your elbow in line with your arm, so that when you shoot the ball, you're aiming more at the center of the rim.
Good evening and welcome to Game 5 of the 2022 NBA Finals.
Here we go.
Presented by YouTube TV, featuring the Eastern Conference champion Boston Celtics.
Yeah, that's my thing. I feel like it's been kind of inconsistent.
And your Western Conference champion, Golden State Warriors.
I got the Warriors tonight.
This time we ask those who are able to please rise for the national anthem. Performed tonight by former lead vocalist with Santana, 11-time Grammy Award-winning recording artist and Bay Area legend,
Tony Lindsay.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight.
His name is Tony Lindsay.
O'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the Rockies' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave. Tony Lindsay.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, after this commercial break, it is game time.
Gave us something special from a 3-time champion.
All right, so head into the commercial break. After this, it is the opening tip between the Golden State Warriors and the Boston Celtics here at the Chase Center with the Louis Sports Network. Salute to everybody once again in the chat. Make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and make sure your notifications are turned on. Sharing this on your social media platforms. Keys for Boston. They got to use their size. They got to use their size to their advantage, and they have to stop playing drop coverage on Steph Curry. They need to pressure him up more. They need to be a little more physical with him because they've been physical, but I feel like they haven't been physical enough. And the reason Curry's getting the shots that he's gotten is because the Celtics continuously play drop coverage. Do not drop on Curry because all you're doing is giving him airspace. And if you look at some of their 3-2 zone sets, they're leaving the middle of the floor open. So if Curry has a little bit of a crease of an opening to be able to drive, whether it's going right or going left, he draws attention, which is going to leave his guys open. Now, his guys have been inconsistent this entire series. I think other than Andrew Wiggins, I think he's probably been the most consistent player Curry's had in this series. Clay has been up and down, kind of expected with what he's dealt with in terms of the last couple of years with his injuries. But still, I mean, Jordan Poole hasn't been great this postseason. His numbers are down. But I will say his numbers are actually pretty good in the Denver series, but he's been down since. And that was due to the fact that Curry was coming off the bench. So he got more shot attempts. But I think this time now that the Warriors are home, Curry's probably going to get even more attention now. I think the ball denial is going to have to be I feel like the Celtics off-ball defense to me is going to be key when guarding Steph Curry. Not much so the on-ball when he's got the ball in his hands. Hopefully they can force Curry into turnovers because Curry is definitely prone to that. But I just say if they get away from dropping coverage, if their off-ball defense is more physicality where Curry is burning a lot of energy just to try to get open, Curry's shots probably are going to struggle in rhythm. So, we'll see what happens in this game. But Jason Tatum needs to get to a quick start. I feel like he needs to attack the basket. I feel like the Celtics, they've got to stop settling for three-point shots. They just have to, because they are allowing, they're letting to me, the Warriors are a better three-point shooting team than Boston, because again, with Boston is they live and die by the three. If you really watch the Boston Celtics, I keep saying that they're kind of a one-dimensional team. If they don't make their threes, they're not really doing anything on the court. So this is why I said that they need to attack the basket. I feel like they need to move the basketball, actually run some plays to get yourself some good shots, and then start to open your threes. But you want to get good quality threes. You just don't want to be jacking them out of desperation, and you don't want to do that, which is why I think that their defense, to me, is going to set their tone for offense. Get yourself in transition as well. If the Celtics can get themselves in transition, it could be a long night for the Warriors. Marcus Smart, I need you to stop flopping. I've never seen a defensive player of the year as Marcus Smart flop as much as he does. And he's gonna start to take away his credibility on the defensive end, because the guy's a 6'4", 220-pound point guard, playing point, strong body. Why do you need to flop so damn much? If you're doing it because you're saying, well, I'm just trying to get the call, are people really going to take you seriously as a great defensive player? Because I think you're pretty damn good. But the fact that you have to flop a lot, and the thing is, you would injure yourself to the T just to get a foul call, whether it's offense or defense.
Presented by YouTube TV, the gorgeous day.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are ready.
To be inside the Chase Center. What I'm legally required to say is the pivotal game 5. These teams tied at 2 games apiece in this best of 7 NBA Finals. Right now,
hope you guys like the background with the thumb. Hope you guys like the background.
Hey, Michael, when you ask Jason Tatum
how took a lot of time.
He has performed so far in this series, he says, I know I've had an impact, but I know I've got to play better. He says what's so frustrating.
I don't think he's had much of an impact as people think. Well, he does have 31 assists.
But he said it. Part of my job is scoring. I have to be held accountable.
Well, that's what you're mostly known for. You're a scorer. You've improved your playmaking and not forcing the action too much. But I feel like he needs better balance on his jump shot. But I think it's with his release and definitely with his mechanics with his right hand. Taco Bell starting lineups, ladies and gentlemen. For the Boston Celtics, we have Robert Williams III, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, Marcus Smart, and Al Horford for the Boston Celtics. All right. Shout out to Dub Nation and Celtics Nation for the Golden State Warriors. Otto Porter in the starting lineup. Klay Thompson, Stephen Curry, Draymond Green, Andrew Wiggins for the Golden State Warriors. And I'm pretty sure Otto Porter is in there because the Warriors need three-point shooting to start. That's another thing to keep in mind. That's right. Boston is undefeated in the playoffs after a loss.
Where their only home loss was game 1. They have been so tough, Mark Jackson, here at the Chase Center.
They have been, but I'm listening to the comments that Lisa made about Jason Tatum. And if I'm him, I don't overthink it, because at the end of the day, I believe there's nothing that they're doing that's affecting me. It's about me getting
appreciate that, Ryan.
Sometimes I think if you're like Tatum, you have to be.
All right, the NBA Finals is presented by YouTube TV.
Your belief belief in yourself.
As we get set for opening tip, Draymond and Robert Williams at center court. The ball is flipped up, and the Golden State Warriors get the ball. All right, smash the like, hit that subscribe. Curry with the ball, being guarded by Marcus Smart. Handoff over to Otto Porter Jr. on the right side. They give it over to Klay Thompson. Draymond Green on the left. Porter tries to cut to the basket. He does. Porter goes in, and he scores already off the glass with the adjustment. Warriors up 2-0.
Good job setting up the first play.
Shout out to King G in the building. Appreciate it. Channel defense already at Chase Center. Jason Tatum's got it. Guarded by Otto Porter, and already a turnover.
Not just here in the finals, turnovers on the barometer for
hit the light.
Success.
Here's Curry.
No
Crossover. Curry. Bounce pass over to Draymond. Draymond loses the ball. Handoff over to Otto Porter Jr. Handoff to Wiggins. Wiggins hesitation. Kicks it out. Draymond Green in the corner. Open for three. Can't hit. And the rebound's over to Al Horford. They give it over to Marcus Smart. Marcus Smart hesitation. Pulls back. Gives it over to Jason Tatum on the right side. Tatum guarded by Draymond Green. He's got a one-on-one matchup. Tatum swings the ball over to Jaylen Brown on the left wing. Tries to go around. Pump fakes. Shoots a tough shot, and he drains it. Tie game at 2. Jaylen Brown with the jumper.
Take that same shot about 5 minutes. Working on it in the free.
All right, here's Curry. Curry over to Klay Thompson. Give it over to Wiggins. Wiggins goes up with the floater, and he scores off the glass. Warriors up 4-2. That was a tough shot on the move. But nice touch by Wiggins off the floater. 4-2 Golden State. Robert Williams has it all the way on the right side top. And that's a bad foul by Draymond. It's already his first foul. The way Draymond looked at Jaylen Brown, you would have thought he flopped.
They put 2 on the ball.
Nice pin down.
Good pass. And finished by Wiggins.
To me, there's no reason for 2 on the ball in that situation.
They didn't need to double Klay that much. They didn't need to double Klay that hard. Here's Williams over to Al Horford. Horford gives it over to Marcus Smart. Wanted to shoot the 3, loses the ball. Here's Marcus Smart, crosses, gets into the paint, goes up off the glass, misses. Robert Williams can't tip it. They give it over to Curry. Curry takes it all the way on the reverse, and he scores for the first basket of the game for Curry. 6-2 Golden State. What's going on, Anthony L? Appreciate you coming on through as well. Robert Williams gives it over to Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown crossover. Jaylen Brown shoots it. Nice lob pass inside to Williams on the cut. And it's a 6-4 game. Here's Curry. And we got our first buffer of the game. This is not what I wanted. Now let's see if I could pause this real quick. And let's restart it. Please, 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 please. Please. I need this now. Looks like it's down a little bit, but let me see. All right, so right now, the updated score right now, as you can see on the board, it's a 10-4 game. I don't know why this was even. All right, let me see if I could get this going now. Can't stand when this happens. Let me see. I'm gonna have to upload the other stream. That one's probably gonna be more behind than this one, but let me see what I could get, what I can gather there. It's almost I want to be like, why do y'all do this to me? Even though I know it's on local television.
That's what you're talking about. In the pick and roll.
It's Curry. Spins off. Nice bounce pass over to Draymond for the layup. So he's got an assist. What's good? Dennis in the building. Yeah. It's my guy right there, Dennis, man. 2 turnovers already for Boston. Here's Wiggins with the ball. I know I'm going to be behind, guys, but bear with me. Klay Thompson with the ball, goes around the screen. Thompson gives it over to Wiggins. Wiggins, crossover. Wiggins stops, pops, and he shoots. Got it. Wiggins off to a good start. He's got 4, 10-4. And a turnover by Draymond, but he went out of bounds, so that's going to be Celtic basketball. Good job by Draymond. See, checking on the lady. He went over her. Checked on her to see if it's okay. Good hustle by Draymond Green.
This is what Draymond Green brings to the table. Energy, effort.
That was great. Nice effort by Draymond Green.
And it's good they didn't reset the clock initially. They had reset the shot clock. But
They didn't need to reset. All right, here we go. Marcus Smart with the ball. Marcus Smart gets it over to Jason Tatum. Fakes. Goes left. Loses the ball. Kicks it out. Al Horford with the fake. Horford gives it over to Jaylen Brown. Shoots a three-pointer. No. And the rebound's out of Porter Jr. Gives it over to Wiggins on the left side. Wiggins. Stop. Kicks it out to Porter. Trying to give it to Draymond. Otto Porter guarded tightly by Marcus Smart. Gives it over to Steph Curry. Here's Curry. Goes around. Curry gets double. Nice pass to Draymond. Kicks it out to Wiggins. Shoots a three. No. All right, Jaylen Brown crosses over left. Goes into the paint, and he can't finish. Rebound, Curry. Curry. Hesitation, Curry. Pulls back on Jason Tatum. Good defense by Tatum. Gives it over to Draymond. Gives it over to Clay. Clay shoots a three. No. And the rebound's off to Jaylen Brown. Here's Jaylen Brown. Gives it over to Marcus Smart. Golden State, 5 of 8 from the field. Boston, 2 of 6. Brown with the handoff off the pick. Being guarded by Curry. Curry, good defense. Wiggins with the help defense with the block. Here comes Thompson. Gives it over to Wiggins. Crossover by Wiggins. On the YouTube TV sign. Pulls back. Gives it over to Draymond. Fakes the handoff. Drives on Williams. And he throws it down with 2 hands. And we got a timeout. We got a timeout by Ime Udoka. So with 7:28 remaining in the first quarter, Warriors off to a fantastic start. They lead 12-4 as we hold over the commercial break.
I'm going to tell you a story now. No, I'm good. It's pretty quick. No. It's a good story for you, I think. I'm cool.
All right, so now that we're on commercial break right now, Warriors lead 12-4. 7:28 remaining in the first quarter. Great start by the Warriors. The role players really stepping up. Curry has scored. He did score off the reverse layup, but the other Warriors have scored. I think Klay Thompson's the only one that hasn't scored in the starting lineup because Wiggins has scored, Draymond has scored, and Otto Porter has scored too. So Klay's the only one that hasn't scored yet. But it's a great start. Great start. I think Wiggins has 6 of the team's 12 points. Dang, this is not what I needed, man. I was hoping that this didn't happen, but it did. And not what I want to see because I'm using the other stream, but it's not loading. It's not what I need right now. Wonder why they're showing Lonzo Ball for. I have no idea. Wait, is there a second link? Let's try link 2. Maybe I got a better shot with link 2. Let's see if that works. I'm praying. Please work. Please work. And it looks like it does not want to work. So I'll try link 1. If not, I'll just go back to the other. I'll just go back to the other one. Yeah, this should be working by now. All right, let's get rid of these pop-up ads. And let's see if we're back into the game. Not yet. Let's see what's going on. Well, not much is going on in the chat right now, but guess I'm gonna have to wait. I'm gonna have to wait a minute now because this doesn't want to work. So I guess I'm gonna be far behind, which is not what I want it to be. But
Smell irresistible.
still, there's something else.
The Axe Effect.
Welcome back to San Francisco. Tonight's assist of the game is brought to you by State Farm. Well, through the first 4 games of this series, Draymond Green has, to put it nicely, struggled offensively. So much so
No kidding.
his own mom tweeted this during Game 4.
That's my problem with him. Like, he should not be trying to play like Kobe.
I don't know. Maybe this is a clone. Mama
He should
Draymond
not.
has since tried to clarify her post, reminding folks that she was joking when she said it, pointing out the LMBO part. And in a later tweet, she said, he'll be fine. Draymond is a winner regardless of what people might try to say about him. But Green agreed with his mom, acknowledging on his podcast after Game 4 that he saw the original tweet. Yes, it's been a tough series, but he said, for right now, these finals, I know, I've just got to figure this out.
All right, Lisa, well, he's figured it out the first 4.5 minutes. He's got 4 points already. Horford against Curry. Here comes the help, but Horford.
And Horford misses the layup. It's 14, and he goes back up and puts it in. Okay, it looks like I found the better stream now. This one's a little more ahead.
It really impacted the Celtics offense, and it started with the team that was
All right, here's Draymond Green, 14 to 6.
least likely to get it done with that small lineup started ball.
Here's Klay Thompson.
Thompson looking for Curry.
Gives it over to Kevon Looney, who checks in, and we got an offensive foul on moving screen on Kevon Looney, so offensive foul. Again, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. Warriors off to a great start. Draymond's averaging 4 points, 7 rebounds, 5 or 6 assists on. This guy shooting 23% from the field. Here's Jason Tatum with the ball. Guard Derek White with a bump screen. Switch by Kevon Looney. Passes it. Jaylen Brown for 3. Can't hit. And rebound is Andrew Wiggins. Wiggins with the ball. Wiggins takes a step back 3. He can't hit. And the rebound's off to Jason Tatum. Derek White with the ball. Derek White crossover right. Derek White in the paint. Pumps fakes. Stops his dribble. Good guarding by Looney. Jaylen Brown on the cut. He gets blocked by Draymond. And here come the Warriors in transition. Wiggins almost palmed the ball. Wiggins gives it over to Klay. Off the screen. Open. Shoots a 3. Game 5, Klay has showed up. Before Game 6. Hits the 3. 17-6. And the Warriors with an 11-point lead. Biggest lead of the game. First three of the game for Golden State. Here's Jason Tatum. Crossover. Deflected by Looney. And we got a push foul, so that's 2 fouls on Looney now. I don't like the way that Tatum's dribbling the basketball. I don't know what it is, man. He's not a very good finisher. And look, Kevon Looney was able to deflect that ball off his leg.
He's gotten a tough illegal screen call to start both of the last 2 games.
Well, I don't like the illegal screen call they called on Kevon Looney. That last foul was a legit foul. So Tatum takes his seat, and Grant Williams came in. Well, that's because Tatum's really not giving him anything right now. Here's Gary Payton II. He checks in for Andrew Wiggins, who got off to a very good start. So he'll take a seat.
Does pick up that second personal in just 3 minutes. Gary Payton will come into the game.
And what do we have?
Josh Tiven checking with the shot clock.
Probably a shot clock issue.
The 14 now they change it.
All right, handoff from Derek White on the inbound to Jaylen Brown. Takes it all the way to the cup. He gets in, counted and 1, and Looney's got 3 fouls.
That's bad side out of bounds defense.
That's bad defense, and Looney's got 3 fouls now. He's got to sit.
Getting to the right hand, and also for Looney to pick up his 3rd.
3 fouls in 1 quarter.
That is going to be 3.
So Looney's not going to be able to play for the second quarter.
Both rebounding defense.
But he missed the free throw. Oh, he almost traveled.
I'm a little surprised they let Looney in the game right now.
Thompson shoots a 3. No. He's trying to show up already. Yeah, that was not they lob it inside. Deflected by Curry. Good defense. Boston moves the ball. Smart for 3. No. Once again, Boston settling for 3s, man. Here's Curry. Curry Takes a mid-range. No, that ball is short.
43-point performance at 84.
And once again, we got another buffer. Kevon Looney is going to pick up 4 fouls, and then he's not going to be able to be a factor in terms of his rebounding. So I think that they need to bring back – I thought Kuminga should have already gotten burned in this series. I don't know why they haven't played him. As if they're going to try to say, well, he's 19, and it's like, he should have gotten some burn already, to give him some experience, what it's like to be on a championship stage. That's what I would have.
YouTube TV is more than cable for less than cable. More huge moments in the playoffs.
All right, so it looks like there's a commercial break right now, and with 3:50 remaining here in the first quarter, Warriors with a 17-8 lead. They've been up by as many as 17-6. Boston is having a tough time. I don't like the way Jason Tatum is playing. The fact that the Warriors are stripping him the ball so easy and he's having a tough time getting around guys, that's not a good sign. He has to work on his handle, being able to get to the rack, and he's got to be able to finish at the rim. It's part of the reason why he's probably attempting a lot of jump shots. So he really needs to turn his weakness, because the thing is, Jason Tatum is 6'8" and he's athletic. You should be trying to get to that. You should be trying to get to that rim. Yeah, I noticed that last game. Why the hell are the Celtics jacking up so many threes? That's how the Warriors not only got back into the game, but that's how they eventually won. It wasn't just obviously the Warriors defense, but the way the Celtics just kept settling for that three. And this is why I said that there's just something off about Boston. If they don't make their threes, they're a one-dimensional offense. And if you don't believe me, look how many threes they jacked up in that fourth quarter, and especially just because they were desperate with the Warriors coming back into the game. And already they're jacking up threes already. If you look at Marcus Smart and Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum, like, they're already attempting, needless threes right now. And the Warriors, as Karam just mentioned, is true. They're switching everything. Steve Kerr needs to put in Jonathan Kuminga, though. I will put him in now. He could come in and probably play a big role. Because Looney's got 3 fouls, so you're not going to see him until early part of the second half. And if I'm Steve Kerr, I would not even dare to even try to think about putting him at any time in the second quarter, because I'm going to just say that's bad coaching. Like, that's the last thing you need. You don't need that. Unbelievable. I don't know why that ad just popped up right in front of my face. All right, let's see if the game is back. Looks like it's still waiting a little bit. But, yeah, the Warriors are switching everything. Guys, make sure to hit the like. Hit that like button. If you have not hit the like button, make sure to hit the like. What is this? Wait a minute. So now they made a Lightyear movie, but it's made by Pixar.
The problem is you deny him, but you allow him to catch the basketball, and that's when he can get it going. But they are willing to play full.
Again, with Curry, the others can get involved.
Making sure he does not see the basketball.
So far, they're kind of doing it.
To eliminate the damage.
I feel like at some point the Warriors are going to play drop coverage again.
Individuals that have the responsibility of defending.
All right, inbound, Curry.
Almost
a bad pass. Out of Porter gets.
They wanted to keep everyone else in check. They certainly didn't want Curry to have 43.
All right, here's Klay Thompson. Klay drives left, kicks it out. Gary Payton the second for 3, and he drains it in the corner wide open. What we tell you about those role players? 20-8. Golden State up by 12. Golden State 9-15 to start.
I was talking to Mark about this. You never want to have
Derek White gives it over to Jaylen Brown. Fakes on Curry. Shoots the jump shot. No good. Shots are tough. Here's Draymond. Draymond gives it over to Otto Porter, but it goes off his feet, so it's a turnover for Golden State. That's a turnover.
Just a little bit more indecisive, particularly on the offensive end.
Tatum is very indecisive. So this whole Celtic team is indecisive.
right now, scorers. No
Derek White
field
with the
goal
ball.
attempts. You gotta find a way
Jason
to get
Tatum
that
hasn't even
game
attempted a shot in 7
and
minutes.
force the hand of the Warriors defense.
Here's Marcus Smart. What is Marcus Smart doing? Curry, Payton, and he draws a foul. Smart move by Gary Payton II. King G says, Jeff Van said the Celtics are playing like the ending minutes of the last game, and it's like a hangover. And Mark Jackson said Tatum has got to step up. Well, we said Tatum got to step up in the pregame. Did he trip on his own feet? Yeah, he tripped on his own feet.
And he wasn't in the.
That should be side out of bounds.
Payton is one of the unique stories this year. He's 29 years old, the son of a legend. That's not easy. He was waived before the start of the season because a portion of his contract.
The son of Hall of Famer Gary Payton.
29 other teams declined to claim him.
Yo, what is good? I heard on the Jimmy Kimmel show that they said Gary Payton looked like Kanye West, and he said, "Don't ever compare me to him. I'm pretty." Gary Payton II already with 5 points in 2 minutes, but that last call was a bogus call. But that can't affect the game though. Derek White. No foul call? So Derek White doesn't get a foul call.
He was coming back wanting to be the video coordinator for the Golden State Warriors. That is absolutely unbelievable.
Well, he didn't want to go to the G League. He wanted to stay close to the NBA, but he's willing to accept that.
Wow, this guy's been on 4 NBA teams and 5 G League teams. You think the Lakers couldn't use him right now?
A lot of times, including Golden State, cut him twice.
And because of the foul trouble to Looney,
he's in there.
Iguodala inserted into the game.
Iguodala's in?
14 minutes in these finals. Jordan Poole comes in for Klay Thompson. Iguodala, of course.
Tatum back in. They give it over to Pritchard, and he stepped out of bounds. All right, so he's out.
4 turnovers down for Boston.
One thing I'm watching this Warriors offense, and it shows the greatness and the unselfishness.
Boston already with 4 turnovers in the first.
He's willing to be the decoy the way that he's being defended by the Celtics.
Here's Curry.
Williams now on
Curry gets the handoff. Curry starts to drive. Curry goes up. Too strong. Oh, he got the bounce. Curry 2 for 3. 24-8. Here's Derek White with the ball. Derek White gives it over to Jason Tatum. Jason Tatum starts to drive on Curry. Goes up. Tough shot. That should have been a foul call. Tatum's first points. Here's Curry. Nah, why would he shoot that? That's not a nah. There was no need to shoot that. That was done by Curry. You didn't need to shoot that.
Got to his right hand on that try. They had done a good job of
all right, here's Pritchard. No need to bail out the defense with that shot. Gives it over to Tatum. Starts to back down Gary Payton II. Oh, double shimmy shake. Takes a turnaround. Tough shot, but he knocks it in. Jason Tatum 2 for 2. 24-12. Here's Curry. Crossover. Curry gives it over to Iguodala. Looking to get Jordan Poole, but can't get going. Then gives it over to Wiggins on a tough catch. On a tough pass. Wiggins, turnaround. Nice shot by Wiggins. 1:19 remaining here in the first quarter. Wiggins has got 6 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 blocks.
To score, give relief, and then defensively, he's been exceptional.
And I bet you this is the first time these 5 have been on the floor all year together.
As we say now. All right, here's Derek White. Gives it over to Robert Williams at the top. Williams, nice handoff to Tatum, and now Tatum's cooking 3 for 3. 26-14, 12-point game.
Good coordination on their 5-out flare screen action.
Curry 2 for 4.
After coming off the bench.
Curry
drives.
almost loses it. Goes up. Oh, he can't finish the layup. Curry now 2 for 5. Here's Derek White. Kicks it out. Pritchard open for 3. No. Robert Williams offensive rebound, put back it in with 41 seconds remaining. It is a 26-16 game. Here's Jordan Poole with the ball. Crossover. Fakes. Jordan Poole takes a step back 3. That's a terrible shot by Poole.
I know some of these 2-for-1s, mathematically, they say they make sense. What I see is some awful first shots.
You didn't like that position?
Take that shot in rhythm. That was just a terrible shot by Poole. That's a dumb shot.
Can we just move it?
Warriors 2 of 9. Boston hasn't hit a 3 yet in the first quarter. Here's Jason Tatum.
Wiggins has done an excellent job on Tatum.
6-second difference between shot clock to game clock. Pritchard open for three. No. Rebound to Wiggins. Warriors get the last shot. They give the ball to Curry. Curry crosses. Curry goes up and they didn't get a foul call. That's the thing about Curry. He don't get the benefit of that call. Let me see. Nah. Nope. Nope. That's a good no call. Curry just lost it.
They're not giving you any bailouts.
And again, no restricted area there. The defender goes up. That was a good play.
Trying to get open. Wiggins shoots it. Nope. They called a foul?
Furious. They're going to review it to make sure the foul came before the buzzer. That was an excellent.
And a technical foul.
Got a technical, yeah. That was a good cut by Wiggins.
Let's take a look at the play while they go look at.
Udoka is hot.
For the review.
Let's see. Yeah, right there. Nope.
This foul prior to expiration of period will review.
But why review it?
Davis, the crew chief,
got fouled way before.
Yep.
Way before, yeah.
No, Wiggins going to shoot free throws here.
That's free throws.
So Williams will pick up his first. Double checking. It's Mark Davis on the right, Josh Tiven on the left. As I mentioned, Tony Brothers, the third official tonight.
And similar to what you always talk about, technical fouls. I didn't see enough to get a technical foul.
Upon review, has been determined a foul occurred prior to the expiration of period. Reset the game clock to .2.
So there's a foul. 0.2 seconds remaining.
And Wiggins to shoot two.
And Curry's going to shoot the technical first, I would suspect.
Wow, so a lot of confusion right here at the end of the first quarter.
Unaware that he called the technical.
What in the world?
One who called the technical.
Curry, yeah, that's a technical. You gave a technical to.
Now they're waving them off. Shoot that technical free throw first. Curry 4 points as you see here in this.
Curry 2 of 6, 4 points. Oh, but he missed a free throw.
Well, 11 days, 75 games. All 30 teams see the stars of tomorrow take the court for the first time at NBA 2K23 Summer League from July 7th to the 17th. Tickets and experiences on sale now at NBAevents.com. So Wiggins now to shoot two.
Here's Wiggins at the free throw line.
As Steve Kerr said,
misses the first.
The other night. Wiggins was fantastic, 17 points, 16 rebounds.
The Warriors are not a good free throw shooting team.
He's number one in real plus minus in the entire playoffs, and everyone played 43 and a half minutes the other night.
16 and a half points, 43%, not bad. 8.5 rebounds, though.
That shows me he played the most minutes probably with Steph Curry, though, in the plus minus.
Yeah.
Yep.
You always have to take those.
Wiggins makes the second free throw, 0.2 remaining, 27-16, and that's the end of the first quarter. So, ladies and gentlemen.
The first quarter. An excellent statement to begin for Golden State, up 11 after 1 here in Game 5.
Take off the idols, take off the runway, take off the Cairo, take off the Sandro, pay 5 days gate, take off.
Hello tutti, sono Tiga chiacchierà. Chi playa la besta basketball di tutti? La facilità, Michael Jordan e la GOAT.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, at the end of the first quarter right now, it is a 27-16 Golden State Warriors lead over the Boston Celtics, so they lead by 11. Warriors got off to a good start. I thought that Boston was very indecisive on offense. Tatum looked he didn't even know what move to make. And then late in that first quarter, got himself going with a couple of buckets to kind of ease the nerves. I don't know. It almost felt like if he was nervous and he didn't even know what to do. But that was good that he was able to get going. So that's a good sign. They need him for 48. They need him for the entire game. And definitely in the fourth quarter, he's got to be there. If the Celtics are going to win this game. This is a 2-2 series tie, and you're talking about for the marbles, a chance to win an NBA championship. And there we go. We finally got some NBA action right now. You know, as we have the commercial break. Wow, they're showing a kid with just one arm dunking the basketball. And I'm guessing they're showing disabled people. Wow. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section. What did you think about the start by both teams between the Warriors and the Celtics? Like I said, I thought the Warriors got off to a really good start. Don't like the fact that Curry missed a free throw. I thought that was a gimme. That was a bunny that he missed. You know, should be better. All right. Going to listen to Andrew Wiggins here, Canadian from Toronto, Ontario.
His family's mother, Marita Payne Wiggins, competed in the Olympics in 84 and 88 for Canada, won some silver medals. Dad played the NBA, played in NBA Finals. He was Rookie of the Year with Minnesota. The second Canadian drafted first overall in the draft, and has had a great season for the Golden State Warriors.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, so they were just showing a little background on Andrew Wiggins again, born from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, so he is Canadian. He was the #1 prospect in ESPN's 2013 draft. That's the #1 prospect. He was the #1 drafted overall pick in 2014. And on top of that, I mean, he made an all-star team. Some people feel that they didn't feel that he was good, but they didn't feel like he was an all-star worthy player. But he was able to earn it playing for Golden State, and I thought he played well this season. He's played well enough this season, for sure, definitely, to earn the bid. Once again, though, shout out to everybody who is here on the stream. So tomorrow, for 2 nights in a row, we're going to be doing baseball, and then we're back on it with NBA basketball on Thursday. So, guys, Game 6 between the Celtics and the Warriors in Boston. G-Money will be doing the game. Okay, so G-Money's going to be doing the game with me. And if it goes to a 7th and decisive game, G-Money will be doing Game 7. Game 7 is on Father's Day on Sunday, June 19th. All right, so we're back to the second quarter action.
Not finished strong enough. We were at 1 point 4 for 11 in paint, point blank. They're being more physical with us. We're not playing through the contact.
Jason Tatum came out of the game earlier than usual. He got back in, appeared to get hot, but what made you make that move so early, or earlier than usual?
It was a few seconds before his usual timeout, so we got him a little extra rest, got him back in early.
Thank you, Coach.
All right, second quarter action. Jason Tatum passes it over to Pritchard. Fakes on Poole. Open for 3. No, can't hit. And we got a foul on Bielitsa. The Celtics need to score some easy baskets. Why do they keep settling for 3s?
Obviously has some size for a team that needs some size.
So that's the concern. If he defends the way he's
By the way, congratulations to Kenny Atkinson. He is the new head coach of the New Orleans Hornets. Hand off to Jaylen Brown over to Peyton Pritchard. Peyton Pritchard with the fake. Gives it over to Jaylen Brown on the right side. Gets a screen. Flare screen. Switch. Pull. Jaylen Brown gets to the paint. Wow, Jaylen Brown's a little too wild. Here's Poole. That's a bad pass by Poole, but it was deflected, but he gets it back. Gives it over to Klay Thompson, who's got the height advantage. Posting up, tries to get into the paint, get double. Bielitsa splits the double. Nice pass. Good extra pass. Wiggins for 3, but he can't hit. I felt Draymond should have took that initial point in the paint. Boston hasn't hit a 3. The Warriors are only 2 for 10, so they're no better. Tatum attacks the basket, goes up, can't hit. First miss. Bielitsa with the rebound. All right, and just like that, as you guys can see, all right, we got our first. Let's say we get back over here.
In the drive, tough shot. Bielitsa able to hold on. We talk so much about the Celtics defense, and they have been the best defensive team in the league. Golden State's defense here in the first half has been terrific. Draymond Green
misses. Here's Jason Tatum.
Upcoming national team by Williams. Williams single with 3. We'll be back in Boston.
Sorry about that, guys. The buffering has just been going crazy. But right now, so we got a national TV schedule. WNBA action on Tuesday, and then Thursday, Game 6 in Boston, 9 o'clock Eastern starting time. Robert Williams gets fouled. He's at the free throw line, getting ready to shoot two. Here's his first, and it is good. 27-17.
It has nothing to do with numbers, just his presence, what he's done. Never been about his talent. He has got
in the NBA Finals, 92% from the field. But somebody would say, yo, he shoot better than Kobe and all these. I'm like, 92%. Where does most of his points come from? I rest my case. Robert Williams gets the bounce on the second free throw. Again, with all due respect to Robert Williams, pretty damn good defensive player. He's got 6 points, 2 out of 3 from the field, 27-18. Celtics within 9. Poole, step back for 3, drains it. The Celtics better be careful with Jordan Poole. If he gets hot, it's going to be a tough night for Boston. Oh, and Draymond Green with the steal. He's open. Oh, but he's fouled by Robert Williams. Oh, wow. It looks like he hurt his elbow. Is he okay? I hope he's okay. That's a terrible pass by Tatum. You can't make passes. You can't pass like that. With a defensive player like Draymond Green, even though he hasn't played his best, you just don't. Man, that should have been an and one. Here's Draymond, 30-18. Makes the first, 31-18. Marcus Smart back in. Peyton Pritchard takes a seat. Guys, make sure to hit the like. Here's Draymond, 2 for 4 from the field, 5 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists. Here's Draymond. Knocks it down. Golden State up by 14, 32-18. 32-18. Here's Marcus Smart on the drive. Good defense by Bielitsa, cutting them off from the basket. Derek White starts to drive right. Kicks it out to an open Marcus Smart. Fakes the 3, fakes the handoff, shoots the floater, and it is good. And we got ourselves a 32-20 game. Shout out to Jay in the building. Appreciate it. Jordan Poole with the ball off the screen. Poole dribbling away from the screen and then trying to get around for Bielitsa. What is Jordan Poole doing? And then he gambles on the steal, and then it's a man back. Derek White, extra pass. Marcus Smart fakes a 3. Bounce pass. That was a dangerous pass. White fakes it, shoots a 3, but he can't hit. And we got a blocking foul, loose ball foul against Jordan Poole.
First foul on Poole.
Score is 32-20. Let's see Jordan Poole.
Smart is saying that Jordan Poole grabbed it and pulled him down. He certainly did. That's 3 team fouls already in less than 3 minutes.
Celtics, so let's see if they go to the free throw line because Warriors already got 3 team fouls. Marcus Smart with the ball, give it over to Derek White. Drives and stops. Gives it over to Tatum on the left side. Tatum, hesitation, pulls up, shoots it, drains it. All right, so Tatum's starting to cook. 4 for 5 from the field. He's got 8 points. 10-point game. 32-22. Jordan Poole gives it over to Klay Thompson off the flare screen. Shoots a jump shot. Can't hit. Back iron. Here comes Marcus Smart. Smart, hesitation, goes right, goes with the in and out, shoots, and he scores. And it's an 8-point game. Marcus Smart. All right, it's an 8-point game, so we got a timeout by Steve Kerr. So with 8:36 remaining here in the first half, it is a 32-24 Golden State Warriors lead. You're watching the Warriors versus the Celtics here in the NBA Finals on the Louis Sports Network as we head over to commercial break. Tatum gave him the jab step, and then he gave him a little bit of the pump fake, and then he went up and just shot the jump shot. Marcus Smart is starting to get it going in the second quarter, though, because he didn't score in the first. So the fact that Marcus Smart has been able to get into the paint, that's not good. You want to prevent Marcus Smart from even getting any type of penetration. So let's see what Steve Kerr talks about in the timeout. But Kevon Looney getting those 3 fouls really hurt them because of now, with the lack of size. So you need to – let's see how the Warriors combat that. But I just feel like Jordan Poole has got to be smarter with his shot selection right now. Like, this isn't the time to be kind of trying to fool around and then let the Celtics back in the game. They struggled to start. So you want to Because look, Boston's already got 8 points in the second quarter after only scoring 16 in the first. Ryan says this game is going to be which team can recover from runs. Which team can recover from runs? That's going to probably be depending on how big the run is and how many runs does each team have. So Boston's outscored the Warriors by 3. Let's see what kind of runs we see in this game. I would tell you that the Warriors got off to a 17-6 run to start the game. And then after that, Boston and Golden State actually scored even after that, 10-10 apiece. And now Boston has outscored the Warriors 8-5 in the second. But I feel like the only real run so far in this game has been the Warriors' 17-6 start because they got off to an 11-point lead. But they've been up by as many as 14. 32-18 was the score. So since then, Boston is now on a 6-0 run of them on their own. How many minutes did Curry play on Friday? Yeah, because I would like to know how many minutes he played on Friday to know if he can't really go that much tonight, but they're gonna need him. Well, the thing is, Ryan, Curry's getting his rest right now because remember, he plays the entire first quarter and then he gets about a 5 to 6 minute rest and then he comes back for that second part of the second quarter. So, Curry played 40. Thank you for the info. I didn't see the game on Friday. I just only saw the highlights of Curry going off for 43. But so yeah, they're gonna need Curry. I know he's injured, but he's their best player. You can't expect without Curry that they're going to win this game because where are the points going to come from? All of these Warriors have been inconsistent. They have to help Curry, obviously, but Curry is going to have to – he has to pretty much somehow set the tone. He set the tone in Game 4. He's got 4 points in 12 minutes. So this is by design.
His all-time great game, so he wouldn't rank Game 4. But when you ask him what's the greatest finals game performance you ever
back
saw,
to live action. Wiggins on the jump stop. Wiggins shot goes in and out.
Iverson, Game 1 back in 2001 when he put up 48 against the Lakers. Sixers won Game 1, then lost 4 in a row.
Here's Marcus Smart. Gives it over to Robert Williams. Warriors up by 8. They give it off to Jason Tatum. Here's Tatum. Switch with Clay. 5 to shoot. Tatum settles for the 3. Nah. Why did Jason Tatum take that shot? Here's Jordan Poole off the screen. Gives it over to Wiggins. Crossover. Bounce pass over to Payton. Shoots the 3. Oh, in and out on the 3. That was a good look. Shout out to Nets postgame show. Derek White over to Marcus Smart. Boston has a hit of 3. Nice pass inside to Williams, and he scores. And it's a 6-point game. And remember, Boston has a hit of 3, and they're within 6. Wiggins drives. This is the layup. Here come the Celtics. Celtics defense playing a little bit better. Tatum. Give it over to Marcus Smart. Marcus Smart gets a double. Why they double to Marcus Smart? Kick it out to Tatum. Fakes the 3. Tatum kicks it out. Marcus Smart open. And he can't hit. 0 for 10. Boston is from 3. Clay goes for the 3. No. Can't hit.
The Warriors aren't playing with the same fast-paced mentality.
Why are the Warriors playing half court? They need to push it. And we got a kick ball as Curry comes back in. Stephen A. Smith really said Curry is a top 10 all-time if he wins and wins finals MVP. No, he ain't. Stop it. That resume is going to have to improve a whole lot greater for him to be a top 10 player. And who are you kicking out of that top 10? Who are you kicking out of that top 10 if he's a top 10 all-time great? Stephen A. just talked the talk. Here's Al Horford, and we got a blocking foul on Klay Thompson off the ball.
Klay Thompson picks up his first. That's 14 fouls now on the Warriors.
You know why they listen to him? Because he's entertaining.
Touch on the mic. If you're the Celtics, you got to understand right now you're shooting free throws the rest of the way.
Stephen A. already exposed on the JJ Redick podcast what takes he says to draw ratings. Go check out the podcast. White. Oh, Tatum got held by Gary Payton, but they didn't call it. Curry back in the game. Curry gives it over to Otto Porter. Back to
Green gets knocked down. Looking to get it to a teammate. And a foul is called on Jaylen Brown for diving on Green.
Actually, Draymond Green got fouled before that.
Often if a player's on the floor, he can do anything, just jump on top. But Brown picks up his first. Second team.
That's not a foul, man.
I like how Boston's playing, though. They're up after him right now. It's a great start for the Warriors.
But Draymond could have got away with an offensive foul because he hit 2 elbows. Ball's inbounded to Curry.
Terrific start of the second quarter for that. And they're certainly into it now.
Curry over to Porter. No, can't hit.
Team struggling from downtown.
Jaylen Brown. Nah, he just lost it.
That was close to a travel. I think it was
Al Horford gives the ball over to Derek White. White kicks it out. Tatum for 3. No. Why is Jason Tatum settling for 3s, man? Draymond Green on the floater. Again, this is the game where Curry's going to need the others to step up because he's going to get a lot of attention. Draymond's got 8 points.
Warriors haven't scored in almost 4.5 minutes.
Tatum, White with the spin. Marcus Smart with the fake. Horford for 3. No.
Nothing going down from downtown for Boston.
Curry. Why would Curry take that shot? Jaylen Brown. No, what is Jaylen Brown doing? What is Jaylen Brown doing?
Physical defense here in the first half.
Well, Draymond Green getting ball pressure up high against White. Beats the ball pressure.
That was good by Draymond. Attack.
When someone's going to get up and into you, you can't
See,
allow that.
This is the kind of game you got to be careful if you're Steph Curry. You've been consistent pretty much throughout. This isn't the kind of game you want to get inconsistent.
Of course, had a big impact in game 2 with his physical play, but other than that, has not had much of an impact in this series until here in the first half
Curry.
of game 5.
Curry, what is
it out of bounds? And he's off to a very, very slow start.
But you have to be careful if you're Boston because Curry could get cooking at the end in the second half. Boston is not dropping coverage like they were in game 4. Iguodala comes in for Draymond. And now Klay takes a seat.
For Golden State. Wiggins has got to make sure he's super aggressive.
Let's see. Iggy gives it over to Wiggins. Wiggins gets inside and gets the and 1. So Wiggins gets the and 1 on the dribble handoff by Iguodala. So we got a cross curl. If you saw the play,
Well, you just look at the lineup. Iguodala hasn't played much, and that's not really his game. Peyton's he's a defender first. Otto Porter's a very smart
4:49
player.
remaining, 36-26. Wiggins on the free throw, knocks it down, 37-26.
Create enough shots.
Wiggins has got 10. Here's Derek White with the ball. 4:40 remaining. Gives it over to Al Horford. Horford gives it over to Tatum. Shoots the 3, and finally knocks it down. But see, Tatum again settling for 3s, though. They did knock it down, but 1 for 13.
And just gave it right back by trying to go under the
Tatum's got 11. Here's Curry.
Inexplicable.
Curry kicks it out. Iguodala fakes a 3. Nah, that's a
another deflection. To his credit, Al Horford has done a very good job of being up on the screen. not making the same mistakes we've seen previously. How about this handoff? Wiggins cheats the play, goes
Tatum was wide open.
Pays the price.
Tatum with 11 points.
37-29. Can't find anybody. Oh, Marcus Smart fell asleep and Peyton scores in the paint. Terrible defense by the Celtics as Smart caught napping. 39-29. Here's Derek White. Gets screened. They give it to Tatum. Being guarded by Curry. Kicks it out to Horford. Open for three. 2 in a row. 39-32.
That's good offense by Tatum.
You're so right. So much more decisive than how he started the game.
That's what Tatum. You got to be decisive. Oh, off his foot. But it's true. When I look at Golden State, where's this offense going to come from with Curry getting on the attention?
He's going to score. He draws multiple Warrior defenders and a beautiful kick-out pass. And here,
Big-time shot.
Smart just lost vision. No one was on the ball guarding the inbounder.
All right, they give it over to Gary Payton II. At the top, guarded by Horford. Right side over to Wiggins. Wiggins taking White on one-on-one. Takes a turnaround shot, and he drains it. Wiggins, 5 for 10. He's got 12.
Like he's back at college or high school. Extreme confidence.
12 points, 5 rebounds. Here's Tatum. Tatum stripped, but they call a foul.
Doesn't like it, but Tatum's like, finally, I get a whistle.
But again, they let him get to his right hand. It's a mistake.
I like
Tatum is not good with driving to his left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He puts so much pressure on
That's
the
a
Warriors
foul.
defense by thinking attack.
Here's Tatum.
It's the 4th and 5th free throw of the first half for Boston.
Misses.
These free throws presented by YouTube TV. Scan the QR code now for $10 off your first 3 months and try it free.
And I really like the lineup that Ime Udoka has gone to, though. For the majority
Tatum
of
playing
this
better. He's already got 7 rebounds, 5 for 8, 11 points. Misses both.
Wiggins with yet another rebound. As we approach 3 minutes remaining during the first half.
41-32. Wiggins
fakes the pass, drives inside
goes into the paint. Follow. Misses the follow. Draymond Green. Back to Wiggins. Nice pass by Draymond Green, and he scores. 43-32.
Draymond Green's got his fingerprints on a lot of what's happened here in the first half. 8 points, 3
Wiggins has got 14.
And a block shot and a steal.
Here's Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown over to Marcus Smart for 3. That's 3 in a row. 3 in a row.
I like when he's aggressive like this.
It's an 8-point game again.
Has left this
43-35. Here's Curry. Draymond over to Gary Payton. Gives it over to Curry. Dumps it over to Draymond. And he's going to get a foul. And he'll go to the free throw line to shoot 2. All right, so we got a timeout by, I think it's probably by Ime Udoka. So, and they're playing Big Rings. That's from the album with Future and Drake. My favorite songs were Digital Jazz and Jumpman. But yeah, that's Big Rings. Big Rings was dope too. But anyway, timeout with 2:18 remaining in the first half. It's a 43-35 game. Definitely has been a struggle for both teams, as you can see. Other than Andrew Wiggins, nobody. Draymond Green, Gary Payton II, all right. He's got 7 points, but Curry's struggling, and he's going to the free throw line, but nobody's really doing anything for the Warriors. Klay Thompson's struggling right now. Tatum got off to a slow start, but he's finally getting it rolling now. Like I said, what you want to see is that you want it to be in the 4. You definitely want to say that he needs to get going late in the game, and that's Curry. Because remember, it's not how you start, how you finish. But Klay's got to help out Steph. And this is what I've talked about with Klay Thompson. People have overrated him in terms of somebody and saying to what that person went up against in the finals. But if you look at Klay's numbers, other than 2019, Klay has struggled in every finals he's played in. And this is no different. And I know he's coming off an Achilles and an MCL and an ACL injury. But even with coming back, when he said that he felt like he got like his bounce back, you know, Clay still struggled. Like, other than the series against Toronto where he had his best numbers efficiently across the board, almost a 50-40-90 he averaged in that NBA Finals. Like, he was close. Other than that, Clay really has not been a great finals performer. He's had maybe like a game or two, like in every series, NBA final series he played. He had like 1 or 2 good games in them. But other than that, he's never really been a great finals performer. He's never been consistent, which is why I don't know why people overrate him so much just because his name is Klay Thompson and he's one of the greatest three-point shooters ever. If you look at people need to stop looking at name, look at the amount of all-star appearances, and look at production. Production-wise, Klay Thompson was horrific. He was absolutely horrific. He's only been good consistently in 1 finals. And in that 1 finals, he missed 2 games. And in game 6, we all know what happened. He was cooking, and then he tore his ACL in the 3rd quarter. More ball movement for the Dubs with easy baskets. Clay had that 30-point game in game 3. Yeah, no, Clay was unbelievable in that game. He was great. He was great. But what I'm basically saying is that he's never been this great performer. Like, Curry's definitely performed better than him. It's just like the media has gone on him about him having a signature moment in the finals. You know, if Curry finally had one. But if you look at Curry's numbers across the board, Curry has been a terrific NBA Finals performer. He's played well. The thing is, he's had key games in these series that have prevented him from being a Finals MVP on 2 occasions. And then obviously 2016 that really killed him, because that's where the narratives began in 2016.
Stands, it's a different role here with these Golden State Warriors.
All right, back to live action. Curry at the free throw line
has been special.
As Steve Kerr talked about it, the key to this whole turnaround and getting back to the finals was acquiring.
Also remember that he missed the rest of game 2 with that I think it was a hamstring injury. Curry makes the free throw.
And he has proven to be that guy on the perimeter.
44-35.
Big wings if you're going to go far in these playoffs.
It's not the first Williams to
Curry's got 5 points.
As we mentioned.
Makes the second free throw.
With Houston in '86 that lost to the Celtics. Meanwhile, Gary Payton's dad, of course, played in 3 different finals with 3 different teams. Klay Thompson's dad were in 3 finals with the Lakers.
Jaylen Brown penetrates. Tatum fakes it, gives it back to Brown. Double. Oh, why did Curry run too soon? He probably thought he had the steal. Switches. He's got Draymond Green. Takes a step back. No good. Against the Warriors. Klay Thompson.
Yeah, he probably didn't have to continue the block out and exaggerate it as much as he did, but I like his physical approach.
Of Steph Curry.
This is a good defensive sequence. He's locked up with Horford. Probably didn't have to keep moving him back.
Yeah, he didn't need to grab his arm though. Horford misses the free throw.
So game 1 of the Stanley Cup Finals Wednesday, and the 2-time defending champion Lightning look for the 3-peat against the Avalanche. Coverage begins at 8 Eastern on ABC. Our crew has done a
Wait, Tampa Bay's won back-to-back?
I love playoff hockey. I know not one rule, but I love the physical nature of it.
Playoff hockey is dope. That's facts. 45-36. Here's Curry, shoots the jump shot. Uh-oh. Be careful. 47-36. Here's Marcus Smart. Gives it over to Tatum. Tatum goes up in the paint and gets the roll.
After the slow start, Tatum now 13 points. He's got 7 rebounds himself.
Tatum has to continue to attack the basket.
38 points with 1:25 to play.
Here's Curry. Curry.
Gets some room, fires away.
No.
Curry 0 for 3 from 3-point range.
They give it to Horford. Jaylen Brown. Give it to Jason Tatum. Jaylen Brown. Drives. Stolen by Gary Payton. Gives it over to Curry. Curry, beautiful bounce pass to Wiggins, and he scores. Wiggins with 16.
The Celtics' two best players, efficiency going left versus going right, as we just saw with Brown. It's much less efficient going to their left.
A chance of defense.
Golden State, 10 points off of Boston's turnovers. Derek White with the fake on Curry with the jab step, tries to spin off of him, shoots it, and Curry fouls him. So he'll go to the line for two. 37.1 seconds remaining, 49-38 Golden State.
Great job battling and competing defensively. Carelessness by the Celtics, but give credit to the Warriors. Active hands, comes up with the steal, defense to offense. Curry finds a slashing, diving Wiggins for the easy deuce.
So White scoreless in 17 minutes. He's been a nice secondary scorer over the last 8 games.
Here's Derek White, and misses the free throw.
There's Draymond Green bouncing back. They'll talk about his first half.
49-38, 37.1 seconds remaining.
Hey, Mike, is that called burying the lead? Because the lead is Andrew Wiggins.
Yes. I have other things to discuss. You guys have handled it.
Here's Derek White, makes it.
White hits that. Derek White, who was a Nuggets fan.
49-39.
Carmelo Anthony. Loved Chauncey Billups when he was in Denver.
Here's Curry. Curry attacks the basket off the glass, and he scores. So Curry's got 6 in the quarter.
Good job by Gary.
Curry's got 10.
Sealing Al Horford.
10 points, 2 assists. Marcus Smart. Marcus Smart. Wow, loses the ball. Can't find the cutter. Oh, turnover. Great defense by the Warriors. Took off the cut.
Another turnover. That's 9 for Boston.
How about the finish? Steph Curry. These are shots he works on every single day.
Yo, for real. I mean, great finisher is Steph Curry. He does a great job finishing off the glass.
No fouls to give here for Boston.
Here's Curry. 7 seconds remaining. Curry gives it over to Wiggins. Kicks it out to Green. Open for 3. Oh, just short.
And that will end the first half. The Golden State defense holding Boston to 39 points.
As you guys just heard.
Shooting, and Andrew Wiggins continues his outstanding play with a 16.
Andrew Wiggins with a playoff career high in the first half. 7 for 14 from the field, 16 points, and 7 rebounds. Wiggins is on his way to another double-double.
Wiggins aggressive on both ends of the floor. And Draymond Green with a big bounce back. 8 points.
That was a great job by Draymond.
2 quarters complete here.
Fake the handoff.
Warriors up a dozen.
The NBA Finals, presented by YouTube TV, are brought to you by Jordan Peels. Nope, it airs July 22nd.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, so we are at halftime. Golden State up 51-39 over the Boston Celtics, and you guys already know what I'm about to do. Let me get your thoughts in the first half in the chat. While we do, as we always do, we're about to go into the Chef Lou in the building, about to cook up those first-time halftime stats. You already know what it is. So Golden State is up 51-39 over the Boston Celtics as I click the Gamecast, and we check the box score in just a second. Let's just wait for this baby to load, and we will get our reaction. All right, let's look at the box score for the first half. For the Celtics, it was the Jason Tatum show in the first half. He was great. Started off very slow, didn't even attempt a shot. Late in the first quarter, made some baskets, and then he finished 6 of 9 for 13 first-half points. He did miss both free throws. He did make a 3 after the Celtics missed their first 11 3. No. They missed their first, 12 three-pointers? No, they missed their first 11 three-pointers. So they started 0 for 11. They hit 3 in a row, but then it stopped there. And then if you look at the Boston bench, they only have 1 point. And Ime Udoka is going with an 8-man rotation in this game. So he's relying on Williams, Derek White, and Pritchard. Only 1 point by the Boston bench. Jaylen Brown's 2 for 10. And that's been Boston's biggest problem in this series. They haven't been able to get Tatum and Brown going at the same time. It's pretty hard to do to get guys going at the same time if that's not going to be able to happen. And if it doesn't happen, that's tough. And then if you look at the fact that this is a 2-2 series tie with a lot of the guys on the Warriors struggling, with the exception of Andrew Wiggins, he's been their most consistent player beside Curry. It's supposed to be Klay Thompson, but it hasn't been. So for Golden State, Robert Williams, the typical 8-point production. He's played well. All right. Curry struggled for most of the first half, got it going there late. He has 10. He has 2 assists and a steal. Andrew Wiggins has been the man. 16 points in the first half, 7 out of 14 from the field, 50%. He's on his way to a double-double once again. He's got 7 rebounds, 16.7 rebounds. He had 2 blocks. I'm surprised they took away one of the blocks. So anyway, 16 points and a block with 7 rebounds. Draymond Green has played well, 3 for 6. In 20 minutes, he's got 8 points and 4 rebounds with 3 assists and a steal. So he's played well. And then Gary Payton II came off the bench and gave you a solid 7 points off the bench. Kevon Looney was able to be a non-factor with his fouls. So he missed all of the second quarter. I wonder how Steve Kerr's going to play him in the second half. I gotta see how that works. Both teams shooting terrible from the three-point line. Shooting terrible. Boston hit 3 of their last 4 after starting 0 for 11. So they're 3 of 15. Golden State is 3 of 17. Golden State shooting 46%. They held the Celtics to 39 first-half points. The Celtics started to outscore. They outscored the Warriors at the start of the quarter, 8-5, and then the Warriors finished outscoring them 19-15 to finish it off, to go +1 in the second quarter after 11 in the first, outscoring them by 11 in the first. Celtics only shooting 39%. The Warriors got to the free throw line. Celtics have missed 5 free throws. They got to knock down their free throws. Celtics winning the battle of the boards, 2 more offensive rebounds. Golden State with 10 assists in the first half. Boston with 9. They have more steals. Boston has 9 turnovers, and the Warriors have 13 points off of their 9 turnovers. They need to clean the turnovers up. And the Warriors are +4 in the paint. They've committed more fouls than the Boston Celtics, 11-7. And then the biggest lead of the game has been 16 for Golden State. And on top of that, the only technical foul that Boston got was at the hands of Ime Udoka.
No, seriously, what time? Does anyone have the time?
Just got to make sure he's super aggressive.
Wiggins super aggressive right there. It is inside. Shot is good. And a foul. Right on cue. And a chance for a 3-point play.
Was it
Boy, it's scary how good you are at knowing the game of basketball. You called on Wiggins being aggressive. And
it looks like it's here,
gets
but
the hoop and the contact, going to the line for the possible 3-point play.
Well, you just look at the lineup. Iguodala hasn't played much, and that.
all right, ladies and gentlemen, so those are your first half stats. Let's listen to the crew.
Contesting every shot. Jason Tatum has gotten going. It's slow start, but after they got going late in the first quarter. In the end, though, Golden State.
Well, I don't know about Draymond being in the Hall of Fame, but I definitely know he would have got a Finals MVP had Harrison Barnes shot the ball better.
9 Boston turnovers were forced versus unforced. Either way, the one thing we talked about. Those 9 turnovers have turned into 13 Golden State points.
Facts.
The Celtics cannot win that way.
Nope.
What have we been talking about the entire series with them? When they can play a stretch of turnover-free basketball, they're really difficult to beat. But not when they have 9 in the half, only 39 points.
It doesn't get uglier for the Boston Celtics. 0
Would you almost want to say that the Boston Celtics may need a playmaker because of the fact that they don't take care of the ball well?
Like, they didn't show up in the first half. So that's at least something that Ime Udoka can challenge his team on to play with more force. And as long as they turn the ball over, guys like Wiggins and Gary Payton II going to have opportunity.
Another thing I'm paying attention to, fellas, is what Jeff Van Gundy brought up during the telecast. When they go left, Tatum and Brown, they're turning the ball over.
Yep.
When they go right, not so much. Not only that, when they're dribbling and kicking the ball out to open shooters, the Al Horfords of the world, the Marcus Smarts of the world, they're effective. When they try to make things happen off the dribble, not so effective. Something to keep an eye on in the second half.
And even though Jeff said it would be burying the lead, how about Draymond Green? We talked a lot about him in the pregame. He showed up with a lot of energy tonight. And offensively, too.
Well, let me say this real quick. Draymond Green is a defensive player of the year. If he would have had a finals MVP, nice. And he's a 3-time NBA champion. And he's been an all-NBA player twice. and he's been a first-team All-NBA defender. But the thing is, he doesn't have a crazy resume to be a Hall of Famer, to be honest with you. But because the Hall of Fame standards have gone as down as they have, he's going to be in the Hall of Fame. He's going to be in there. I just think that it gives reason for a certain fan base to kind of gloat that Draymond is this crazy Hall of Famer when a lot of people know that he's not as good as he thinks he is. And he's a beneficiary of that Golden State system. He's a very good defender. He's good for what he does. But again, I feel like he's overrated because when it comes to production, when you need him to rebound the ball, when you need him to, scoring is not his thing. I remember out of his own mouth, he said, no, Dennis Rodman isn't crazy neither. He is in there though. So that's why I said that Draymond Green will get in. The thing is with Dennis Rodman, it was his rebound. It was his rebounding and his defense. I think he's a 2-time Defensive Player of the Year. I think he's only been an All-Star once or twice in his career, and both of those times were with Detroit. Yeah, because because quite honestly, I don't think Draymond's a Hall of Famer. But like I said, that being a Finals MVP in terms of adding your career and what you've meant for Golden State, they're gonna look at it and say that he's honestly like really impactful. So they'll look at it from that aspect, and he'll most likely be in. I definitely say that another championship is gonna help his case. But like I said, this is when you look at lens through when you look at it through a context lens from context. Because some people are gonna say, well, Dennis is more of a Hall of Famer than Draymond Green is, and they'll probably say it mostly because look who he played with and look at the impact he had rebounding and defensively. And that's with Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen and playing for Hall of Fame coach Phil Jackson. And then with Isaiah Thomas, Joe Dumars, Bill Laimbeer, Mark Aguirre, Vinnie Johnson, the Microwave, and Chuck Daly. So when you put it that way, then on top of the fact that he played with David Robinson, but he didn't win a championship with them. As a matter of fact, him and David had issues. But with the Bulls and the Pistons, two Central Division rivals, he won multiple championships with. He had a repeat with the Pistons, and you can make the case he should have three-peated back from 88 to 90 had it not been for what happened in Game 6, even though you obviously have another game to play in Game 7. But to be honest, Green probably wouldn't have 3 rings right now if he would have won MVP. What, Finals MVP? It's kind of difficult to say. Very difficult. It's kind of hard to say. He definitely would have been sitting at 2 championships, though, if he would have won the Finals MVP in 2016. At that point, he would have went back-to-back. Now, would Kevin Durant be a Golden State Warrior? The answer is no, and we don't know if the Warriors three-peat. So that's a question that we would have never probably known. We don't know. That's a nice view of San Francisco from the Chase Center. If it isn't McDonald's and their McGriddles, the usual McGriddles that they love to show on TV. If Isaiah Thomas played on the Bulls, how many rings would he have if he was under Phil Jackson? Are you kidding me? Could you imagine Isaiah Thomas and Michael Jordan on the same team? Could you imagine? KD knows he wouldn't have gone to Golden State because the thing is you would have joined a winner back-to-back championships after you lost to the defending champion. How's that going to look on KD? Now, they didn't win the title. They lost in Game 7 at home, but they went to back-to-back finals, and they just came off a finals trip. And on the way to the finals, they beat you after your team had a 3-1 lead. Isaiah would have won multiple titles. I don't know about 4. Depends on who's on the team. Him and Michael, that backcourt. Now it depends what you do with the front line. You know, is Scottie Pippen still on that team? You know, who knows? But now you're looking at a super team because you're looking at Pip, you're looking at MJ, and then you're looking at Isaiah Thomas. You have all-stars in your 1, 2, and 3 position. So your floor general and your wings are set in terms of all-stars. It was already a bad look. Either way, it's still bad. It's lose-lose. Damn, KD on the Clippers. Is that Kelly Ripa with Kathleen? Oh my God, Kelly walking around like she got a little bit of bottom over here. So really thinking people are gonna look. Well, that's a stick shift. Is that a Hyundai? I can't lie. Our car needs a big navigation system because our screen is just pretty much, it's kind of out. It works well, but it's outdated. This is a Hyundai Kona 2022. That's a fire Kona though, and it's in my favorite color, red. I would love to cop that car. Give me that car and I'm good to go. Or Celtics. Yeah, there was a lot of discussion that KD would have been a Boston Celtic. A lot of discussion. Now the question becomes, let's say the Celtics do really well. Do they draft Jason Tatum? Well, actually, they might have, because Tatum was in the 2017 draft, and their pick was, I forgot from who. I don't remember the who they got their pick from. I remember well, let's see. If LeBron loses in 2016, that would have put LeBron at 2 at 5. So he would have lost 5 out of 7 NBA finals. And you know what certain media members are going to do? They're going to be like, well, you know, Kobe, he was 5-2 in the finals, and LeBron is 2-5. So you only won 29% of your finals games, and Kobe won 71%. Like, they'll do stuff like that. It would have affected him, because now you don't win a title for your hometown team and then you leave and win a title with the Lakers. Yeah, they're going to say, well, you know, you led 2 different franchises to a title, but you couldn't get it done in Cleveland. And you know what they're going to say.
That's what's going to determine whether we get this done or not.
Oh, yeah, his legacy was on the line that year.
As we look at the first half stats brought to you by Google Pixel.
That's right. That would have been his 3rd straight finals loss.
39% shooting. Both teams abysmal from 3-point range. Once again, turnovers rearing their ugly head for the Celtics. One of the reasons that they are down by 12. Hello again, everyone. With Mark Jackson, the Jeff Van Gundy, Mike Green on hand. We'll check out with Lisa in just a moment. Mark, overall.
All right, guys, getting ready to start the 3rd quarter.
Warriors were great defensively. Celtics careless on the offensive end. That cost them.
Yep. Well, I go right to what you said. I thought they started off indecisive. Their turnover issues are real.
Well, the time for more or less brought to you by YouTube TV. Get more than cable for less than cable. All right, what do you want to see more of, Mark?
More taking care of basketball if you're the Celtics. That's the only way they'll get back into this ball game.
And for me, more.
Get started with the 3rd quarter in just a bit.
Continued more from Draymond Green and continued more from Jason Tatum. I love how Tatum responded after a slow start.
Hold on, Mike. Isn't it more or less?
Oh, you want something less? I was trying to be positive. And you guys are trying to be like, bring me down once again. You know, all
right, Celtics get the ball start 3rd quarter.
You feel better, Commissioner.
Salute to True Viking. How's it going, sis? Hope everything is good with you. Once again, shout out to the ladies. Here is Jaylen Brown with the ball. Jaylen Brown crossover. Jaylen Brown stutter step, takes a tough shot, and in and out, but they call a foul on Klay Thompson. So Jaylen Brown's going to go to the free throw line to shoot 2. 2012, 2016.
Very quickly, Commissioner Silver, as we send it over to Lisa.
Hey, Mike, well, Ime Udoka's criticism of his team at the half was the same as it was after the first quarter. He said, we just have to do a better job.
Brown, first free throw is good.
He said, we did a better job
51
in the
to
second
40.
quarter, got to our drives and kicks a little bit more, but overall, we've got to be better playing through contact. If you don't get the call,
16 turnovers.
This is a physical game.
They're 1-6 in the playoffs. 13-2 when they have less than 16 turnovers.
the magic number for the struggles. Anything under is so much better.
Here's Draymond, 51-41. Klay Thompson loses the ball. Jaylen Brown with the steal, and another foul on Klay Thompson. That's 2 quick fouls on Klay.
2 trips to the free throw line and a terrific steal with good ball pressure by Tatum.
Great pickup points, what you talked about, Coach. Disrupted the Warriors offensively.
That was not a good pass by Draymond.
The guy that's been struggling in Jaylen Brown. This is his third and fourth free throw early in the second half.
So 3 fouls again on Thompson.
It looked like Thompson got on ball on
Celtics just 6 of 11 from the free throw line, and it's been struggle shooting from everywhere here so far. But remember, game 1, Boston Celtics had that historic comeback on this floor in that fourth quarter. And they outscored them 40-16 to take the first game of these finals.
Makes both. It's an 8-point game again, 51-43.
Largest lead has been 16. Boston has never led.
Otto Porter gives it over to Klay Thompson.
Nice feed inside to Porter. Williams back up top to Thompson. Shot clock winding down. Curry's got it. Horford way out,
3.
extending the D. Curry on the drive. Kicks it back out.
Porter, no, he doesn't get it off. No, that's a 24-second violation.
The ball pressure has been tremendous.
And now the Celtics defense is starting to turn up.
And in that last play, again, Robert Williams' help defense completely changed that.
Here's Jason Tatum. Tatum shoots the 3, open, drains it, and it's a 5-point game. Just like that. 7-0 run to start the third quarter for Boston. Curry. And we got a foul.
Marcus Smart is called for the personal, his second.
Well, it's a good screen.
No, but Smart is holding them.
He's got everybody clamped.
No, he held 2 players at once.
It's illegal if it's not called.
Yeah.
But I think also they're trying to push up the screener and go under. When you repick like Smart did, really hard to accomplish that a second time.
They give the ball to Wiggins. Wiggins jump stop, shoots it, misses.
Brown with the rebound. We've talked about
I think a next score has to lead to a timeout.
All series. But right here to start out.
Here's Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown slips, gives it over to Tatum. Tatum, another 3. Cooking. Timeout. And it's a 2-point game.
Boston's hit from 3-point range after starting the game 0 for 12. And they cut it to 2.
And it's a 2-point game, so we got a
Good
timeout.
job of trying to shield off the right hand of Jaylen Brown, but does a good job on his way down, finding a wide open Jason Tatum. And he continues as the closeout is not to his body, gives up the airspace, knocks down the long ball.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, with 10:15 remaining in the third quarter, the Celtics have come out and start blistering with the blitz and a 10-0 run, and have now caused the Warriors to take a timeout, and it's a 2-point game after the Warriors were up by as many as 16. Also, remember, Boston started 0 for 12 from 3. They've hit their last 5 3-point shots. Boston is difficult to beat when they're knocking down their threes. But now you're starting to see that they're turning their defense into offense, and they're getting open looks with good passing. But that last play by Marcus Smart, though, where Tatum got an open 3, that was an offensive foul. It's just he held 2 players from getting through that screen. They just didn't see it. But anyway, it's a 2-point game. So now let's see how the Warriors respond. Curry's going to have to step up now. He has to step up. Tatum is cooking right now. He's got 19. He's got 19. Tatum is on the verge of getting about 36 to 38 points right now. He's on pace to get 36 to 38 points. And this could be Jason Tatum's signature game. What is that lady doing? Looks like that's her roommate. And this is supposed to be in the D commercial? Huh. Nets postgame show says, I hope the C's win. Nothing personal against the Warriors. Love their winning culture, but what? But what? Let's see if we finish that last statement right there. But said nothing against them, but. So once again, ladies and gentlemen, right now we got a timeout with 10:15 remaining here in the third quarter. The Warriors were up by 12 at the half, but Boston has started off with a 10-0 run. They have forced 3 Golden State turnovers, and they have 10 points in the quarter. Tatum has 6 of the 10 points on 2 threes. Jaylen Brown scored on a jump shot, and then he also got 2 free throws because he picked up 2 fouls on Klay Thompson. But the rest have kind of been a little bit inconsistent on both sides. So, you kind of miss a lot. But the last one was clear as blatant. He held Wiggins and Curry. When he was setting that screen. Neither one could get back.
Quarter in these finals, including that 35-14 domination in their Game 2 win here at the Chase Center. But to start this fourth quarter or third quarter here in Game 5, Celtics a dominant start.
Let's see how the Warriors respond.
Less than 2 minutes.
Here's Wiggins, gives it over to Draymond Green. On an offensive foul on.
It's going to go against Golden State. Curry. Yep, Curry and Horford got tangled up, and Curry's going to pick up his second.
Now I feel like the referees. Let me see here. What?
That's a tough call.
I think the Celtics are getting the benefit of the calls here in this third quarter.
Golden State in the first 2 minutes of the third.
Here's Tatum.
And again, getting the switch
Tatum.
With Tatum.
They start to double Tatum.
Tatum has seen a lot of double teams.
Smart. Crossover. Smart. Pushes off for the tie. Can't get it. Thompson for 3. Nope. Short. Here's Tatum. And we got a foul. That's 14 fouls already for Golden State.
3 team fouls.
3?
Already on Golden State.
I really like the aggressiveness of Tatum in
That
this
was
third
4.
quarter.
Kevon Looney's in.
And it's really started to me from their defensive ball pressure.
Brown misses.
Brown misses a shot. Here's the rebound on Andrew Wiggins. Here's Wiggins over to Clay. Over to Porter. Off to Clay. Wiggins. Good extra pass. Porter for 3. No. Golden State is now 3 of 19 from 3.
At the start of the game, it was okay because they were scoring, but they've got to somehow activate
Tatum.
In the half court.
The Warriors right now just brutal from downtown.
Marcus Smart. They give it over to Tatum. Tatum backing down Curry.
Double teamed again.
Good defense.
Curry finds Green. Back out to Thompson. Off 1 foot.
That's a tough shot by Klay Thompson, but he knocks it down.
And Golden State storming back.
And that's their
First,
chance.
and that's their first points. First points of the quarter for Golden State.
They led by as many as 16.
Jaylen Brown trying to guard Otto Porter. Marcus Smart. Curry. Good defense right there by Curry. Trying to back him down. Smart with the height advantage? No. Here's Curry. Curry for 3. No, that's not a good shot.
Still without a 3. He's 0 for 4. Smart grimacing down the other end.
Golden State 3 for 20 from 3-point range. Jason Tatum with the ball. Tatum sizes up, shoots a 3. And he's red hot.
To make him drive the ball into traffic.
See why they can't give him space. They got to force him to drive. It's a 1-point game. The Celtics have never led in this game. Oh, Wiggins took too long. Yeah, that's a foul. Like, are they going to call it?
That'll be his second.
He shot the three very well in the finals. You got to make him play into traffic. Good handle there by Tatum to create enough separation to raise up over Otto Porter.
Tatum was 45% from 3 here in the finals, and he's 4 of 6 here in Game 5.
Gives it to Curry.
Curry gets it.
Curry goes up. Wow, he didn't get.
Curry got knocked down.
Horford. And they turn it over. Thompson. Oh, that's an offensive foul. They call a block? I thought it was an offensive foul.
That will be his third and the team's third.
The calls are getting inconsistent on both ends of the court right now in this quarter.
I have a charge.
That's a charge, yeah. He should have passed it to Curry already.
Instead, Thompson will shoot his first free throws.
Almost like a makeup for some of the calls of
He's taken 8 free throws in these finals. He's hit all 8. So far, 3 of 8 from the field.
Just clear at the free throw line. Drains it. 54-52. National TV schedule by Crypto.com. Mercury against and the Mystics. And then the Storm and the Lynx at 9 o'clock. Thursday is Game 6 in Boston. Clay makes both free throws.
Who will have the 3 games to 2 lead? Right now, Golden State up by 3.
Wiggins guarding Tatum tightly. Oh, goes around the screen and they call a foul.
Wiggins picks up his first, and that's the 14th foul with 7:10 remaining here in the period. Celtics have had trouble scoring until this third quarter in the half-court defense against Golden State, but they might be getting to the free throw line a lot here this period.
They will. Jaylen Brown gets the ball from Jason Tatum. Switch with Curry.
Curry trying to stay in front of Brown.
Brown kicks it out to Smart. Wide open. He's going to give him the shot. And it ties the game. Why did Wiggins...
The Celtics have tied the game. They've hit 7 straight threes.
7 straight threes. They're not chasing them off the three-point line.
The 16-point lead has disappeared.
Wiggins open for 3. No.
Off the mark. Robert Williams. Quick catch.
Celtics can take the lead. Tatum. He's cooking. Kicks it out. Horford for the lead. Bang! 8 straight threes. And we got a timeout. First lead of the game down 16, and this is the problem with the Warriors. Now Wiggins is kind of struggling a little bit. Curry hasn't really been able to get involved, and part of the reason he's not getting foul calls. And look, the Boston Celtics missed their first 11 threes. They've hit 8 straight since then, and I don't know why Wiggins chased off of Tatum and just left Marcus Smart wide open. Nobody was even near Marcus Smart. So he knocks down the 3, and we got a timeout with 6:27 in the third quarter, and it is a 58-55 game. So now Boston has outscored the Warriors 42-28 since the first quarter. 42-28 since the first quarter. This is what early 2000s, 90s basketball feels like when it comes to that low scoring. Late 90s basketball, because I don't want to go. Even early 90s was high scoring somewhat. There were some games where they were, good defense defensively, obviously, low scoring games. But at the same time, those mid to late 90s, very low scoring game. So Steve Kerr takes a timeout with 6:27 remaining in the third. But right now, Golden State's in a lot of trouble. They're in a lot of trouble. So, yeah, you cannot keep playing that switch game if you're Golden State. And now, like I said, offensively, who's going to step up? Curry doesn't have it right now because of the attention he's getting, and he hasn't hit a three-pointer in this game. The Warriors are 3 for 21 as a team from the three-point line. Boston started 0 of 11, and now they've hit 8 in a row. And with Jason Tatum, they're not getting the ball out of his hands, and they're not forcing him left. He's been able to go to a strong hand, and when he's gotten the space that he needs, he's able to shoot the three. By the way, Jason Tatum is shooting over 40% from the three-point line in these finals. He's shooting 45%. For those who don't realize, he's just not shooting well from the field, but from the three-point line, he's shooting 45%, which tells you Golden State is not taking him off the three. I mean, he is taking a lot of threes, but Golden State is not forcing him to his weak hand and not forcing him to drive because Tatum is not a good finisher around the rim. Jordan Poole has definitely disappeared. This would be crazy if the Warriors win a game in where the others are inconsistent once again. Because that's going to tell you more so about Boston. Steve Kerr has got to find a way to get Curry involved, and he has to be aggressive. Find a way to get away from the Boston defenders and make sure that he gets some good looks. I feel like those 3 fouls on Looney were kind of suspect. I agree with 2 of them, but that offensive foul that he got was I didn't agree with it.
First half, they only scored 39 points. What's the biggest difference?
I just love
It's their defense.
It's
their defense.
And the activity of Tatum searching out good opportunities.
They've imposed their will.
All right, they give it to Kevon Looney. Looney, there's Curry. He was open for a second. Nice floater by Curry. He scores. Curry's got to find a way to be aggressive.
Curry just 5 of 13 from the field. And not just defensively, but offensively. They're trying to put Steph Curry into action to wear him down and force him to defend.
Tatum again, the double team.
Smart, open. Misses that one. Gives it over to Tatum. Fakes it. Relocates. Extra pass. Smart for 3. And he's good. And Boston is up by 4. 9 of their last 10 from the three-point line, and they take a 61-57 lead. Curry. Wiggins, open for 3. Nah. That felt like a line drop. Wow. What a tip by Looney. And see, that's huge, though. It's been more tough for Golden State because they haven't really been able to rebound the ball like they have. Tatum with the split. Goes up. And Jaylen Brown with the tip, and Boston back up by 4.
Some good action after what
Here's Curry.
First half.
Curry, nice pass. Payton scores. Good deflection by Thompson.
And it's still going to be Boston ball.
And that's the wrong call. That went off of Jaylen Brown's hand. Deflecting, they're trying to get it. Fortunately for the Celtics, they get the call.
Steve Kerr checking to see if he should challenge it.
Let's see. That's off it. Yep, that's off of Jaylen Brown.
Trust me. We always trust you.
But a turnover anyway. Here's Curry. Crossover. Shoots it. Nope. Misses another 3.
Curry's 0 for 5 now from downtown.
He has not been close on his threes tonight.
3 of 23. Offensive foul.
Grant Williams pleading his case. He picks up his second.
So it's an offensive foul.
But there's no reason. Well, that's a flop.
Yeah, that's a flop.
But there's no reason to even get involved in that.
Absolutely.
I just hate when floppers get rewarded.
Curry. What is Curry doing?
Williams. Klay Thompson now on the move.
Play.
Kicks it out in the corner.
Payton.
Good look for Payton.
Down, but he can't hit. Golden State 3 out of 24 from 3-point range.
Tatum has taken the challenge offensively, and right now he's the primary defender on Steph Curry defense.
That's a dangerous pass.
That's a turnover. Curry got hit in the head. That should have been a foul.
Trying to thread the needle and turns it over. That's 14 turnovers for Boston.
And he's trying to enter the ball from
Curry.
too far out. And you see this play. Good job by Williams.
Good closeout by Williams on Curry. Curry. Oh, no, what was Curry? Nope, and a foul and one. What is Kevon Looney doing? Let it go. Instead, you pick up your fourth foul. That was stupid.
Previously, they defend the high screen.
Curry wasn't even open.
Give credit to the adjustment, coaching-wise, being up on the screen.
And you see, this is this is one of the things that keeps Curry from getting a Finals MVP. It's one of those games.
Missed Gary Payton wide open on the cut as Smart.
Yeah.
Also up to support.
Bro, they had 5 guys at the top guarding Curry. All eyes on Curry. And instead, Boston's up by 6. And Kevon Looney's got 4 fouls. Bro, Golden State is missed their last 14 3-point shots.
By 12 earlier on here in the third. Now have a 5-point lead. Looney looking.
Thompson. Oh, big shot by Clay. That was big. Clay with a big 3. And it's a 2-point game.
Grant Williams grabbing that right ankle got hurt on the last possession.
Warriors got to play some defense, though. Force him to drive to his left. No, there you go. Curry's going for that 3. Thompson, what is Clay doing?
That's only the 7th turnover for Golden State. That's been a huge factor compared to the 14 by Boston.
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, man.
Tweak of the ankle by Grant Williams defending Looney. How about Klay Thompson? Exceptional job moving without the basketball. You make one mistake, there's a price to pay.
That's huge. That's a big turnover, though.
One game after scoring 43 points in a sensational performance, Steph Curry just 0 for 6 from 3. 12 points, 5 of 15 overall.
No threes.
Under 3 to play here in the third.
Here's Tatum.
Tatum squares and faces on Wiggins.
Tatum picked up by Curry. 7 on the shot clock. Tatum. Smart. Open. Oh, what is Draymond doing? You're not even going to challenge
The
that?
right read by Tatum. Gets the double team. A willing pass.
He scored 68-64. Boston up by 4.
Position to make the right read.
Curry.
Tatum is 15 here in this
Thompson
third.
open for 3. Oh! Don't let Klay Thompson get going. That's 2 in a row. Don't let Klay Thompson get going. He's got 15 quietly.
To feel uncomfortable because right now he's feeling good.
That's not a good sign for Boston. Tatum. Williams. Good defense. Oh. Wow. Damn, Gary Payton tried to gamble on the steal and he hurt. Williams with the dunk. Nice play by the Celtics. 76-7. Curry, 2-point shot. No.
Ball knocked out of bounds. He'll go the other way. Everything went down for Steph Curry in Game 4, but it's been a struggle here in Game 5.
Talking about feeling comfortable. Tatum's making the right reads, getting rid of the basketball. Grant Williams.
Quick decisions by Jason Tatum. Much better.
Quality offense. But I think the Warriors are switching too easily.
Under 2 to play.
You can't switch everything if you're Golden State. That's not going to keep working every single time.
And can the Curry pull?
Here's Jaylen Brown. Double. Marcus Smart. That's a foul.
Draws a foul.
That's Clay's 4th foul.
That's going to be 4 fouls on Thompson. They in the penalty, so he's going to get 2 free throws regardless with 1:38 remaining in the period.
Look how small the Warriors are right now.
They're very small. Yeah.
With 3 really small guards, Thompson and Draymond Green.
And Smart, when he scores 18 or more in the playoffs, they're 8-1.
Here's the free throw. Misses. That's a big miss.
Featured basketball programming on ESPN Plus. The greatest mixtape ever looks at how the culture of basketball changed in the 90s. Vince's Places. Vince Carter's look at why basketball captivates fans all over the world. And Best of Enemies, a 3-part series about the Celtics-Lakers historic rivalry, which is a fantastic series.
I haven't even seen. I want to see that. Marcus Smart at the free throw line makes it.
After picking up that 4th foul, give the Celtics what a sigh of relief.
They got to take advantage of this though. Jordan Poole struggled.
Out of the ball game due to foul trouble issues.
4-point
That might have been.
minute and a half to play in the third. Curry draws the foul. And again, they'll say it before.
They said no. You see, Curry doesn't get those. Curry doesn't get those foul calls. When he's in shooting motion, he barely gets those calls. Yeah, he's holding him. He's holding him.
Tatum didn't like the call. Again, 2 persons on Tatum.
And Robert Williams is guarding.
Oh, he's wide open. Fakes it. No. That's a good shot. That's a good shot. Shot in the rhythm. Good pass by Curry. Didn't force it.
Selfishness by Steph Curry, but awful defense by Marcus Smart.
71-70. Poole's got 6. 2 threes. Marcus Smart. Tatum spins off. Tough shot. Good defense by Wiggins. Pass to Payton, and the Warriors retake the lead. The Warriors have to get in transition because I noticed they're struggling in the half court. They got to push up the ball. Celtics defense is really good when they're stout and they get set. They have to push the ball. Jaylen Brown, Warriors up by 1. Brown with the layup, and it foul. And the Celtics go back up by 1.
And Boston back up by 1. Again, they put Steph Curry into action, get the matchup that they want.
Who was the foul on?
Oh, downhill. What a beautiful finish over the contested hand.
I think the foul was on Poole.
And Draymond.
That's a terrible
pass and cut.
Marcus Smart has gotten beaten backdoor how many times in this game?
That Brown drive, if you're undersized like the Warriors are right now, Poole's got to put his body in front and not jump up out of the way, but take the hit and try to take a charge.
You can't give Brown and Tatum
when
angles.
You're overmatched athletically.
Not just athletically, you don't have the size. You got to front those guys. You cannot give them angles to drive to their advantage. So they make the free throw. 74-72, 2-point game.
Celtics by 2. Final minute.
Here's Jordan Poole. Poole
looking. He's got Horford on him.
That's not a good shot. It's not a good shot.
Rebound. Grant Williams wrestles it away.
They need to get into his head. All right, 3-second difference between shot clock to game clock. Jason Tatum, he's got the ball. Has played well in this game. Wiggins on him. Good swing. That's almost a turnover. Brown shoots it. No. 3 seconds. Wiggins. Poole at the buzzer. Oh, he fakes it in. He fakes it in. He fakes it in. And the Warriors go back up by 1 to end the third quarter.
Using every possible second, Wiggins wisely gets in a Poole. They're going to look at it.
Yeah, he got it off.
Closer than it appeared in live action, but it looks like he got it off in time.
Yep. It's out of his fingertips. That counts. That counts.
What a wild sequence of events after a choppy first.
Jordan Poole has hit 4 threes.
It's a 1-point game as we head to the fourth. And hear a word from our ABC station.
The Google Pixel 6.
All right, y'all saw me trying to get lit right there to the, to the trap music, But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, at the end of the third quarter, it is 75-74. Golden State is up by 1 after Boston started off the quarter on a 10-0 run to cut the game to 2. Warriors at times in the half court really struggled to score the basketball. And Klay Thompson and Jordan Poole got it going late in that third quarter when the Warriors looked like they was just about to get little by little start to lose a little bit of the lead, and not just the lead, but, the game. And those guys brought him back. But Klay Thompson's got 4 fouls, so we got to keep that in mind. Kevon Looney's got 4 fouls. The Warriors are really small right now. Curry has an opportunity to change the script here in the fourth quarter. If he can do that, then the narrative can change completely. The problem is he only has 12. If he finishes the game with 12, yeah, he got help from the others. The problem is, he's played well through the 4 games, of course, but the media is going to nitpick this game. So I think Curry's got to get himself in the 20s, to kind of offset, the fact that he has only 12 points through 3 quarters. So he's going to have to play well in the fourth. But that Jordan Poole 3, that was huge. I didn't expect him to make that shot. He just happened to make it off the glass. It's a big momentum shifter because the Celtics, they had a 2-point lead, and Jordan Poole gives the lead right back to Golden State to end the third quarter. But it's only a 1-point game. So if you look at it, Boston scored 35 points in that third quarter. They outscored them 35-24. But you could have been up by 2 to start the fourth. Instead, you're down 1. So that's big. That time that he hit that 3 against J.R. Smith, I think at the end of the first half, when I think Cleveland was down by 1, and then J.R. Smith took a bad gamble, and Curry just hit that 3 to knock it in at the half. I remember that. I think that was 2018. Curry hasn't hit a 3 all game, and he's only 5 of 16 from the field. And this is why I said that Curry is going to have to shoot the ball better in the fourth to offset that, because if not, it's always going to be – I still think that Curry's the Finals MVP because nobody on the Warriors has been consistent unless somehow these voters find a way to screw Curry out of another Finals MVP, because he's clearly got the numbers. No other Warrior's been consistent other than Andrew Wiggins, and Wiggins is only averaging 16 points, and he's only shooting 4% from the field. I mean, Curry coming into this game was shooting 50 from the field, 49 from 3, 87 from the line. And this game is going to dip his numbers down a bit. It's probably going to dip down to probably 47, 46%. The Boston Celtics have played good defense, but I haven't liked Curry's shot selection. His shot has looked short pretty much most of this game. But now's the time that Steph Curry steps up in the fourth quarter, because I wonder where the offense is going to come from at the start of the fourth. Like, Thompson and Poole were big, but I just wonder what kind of plays are they going to run to see who's going to get going when Curry's on the bench. Curry played 40 minutes in game 3. All right, let's go to Steve Kerr.
About the way you ended that third quarter.
Well, I like that bank shot at the end, but I just like –
Warriors with the ball to start. Poole off the screen, shoots a 3. He got fouled on that play, but it's a turnover.
I heard you tell your guys, meet force with force. I think I know what that means, but explain what you mean by that.
Hard cut, solid screen, sprint the floor, defense, rebound, all that stuff.
Thank you.
Here's Derek White, start of the fourth. Derek White, bounce pass. Tatum loses the ball, but gets it back because Kevon Looney. Tatum's got a drive, go left, goes up with the layup and misses. Here's Wiggins. Crosses over, Wiggins, and lays it in. Wiggins' aggressive move.
That's really the first hard driving attack by Wiggins in this half.
Wiggins, 18 points, 9 rebounds. Warriors up by 3. Horford guarded by Looney. They give it over to Derek White. White under the screen, goes back, shoots a 3, can't tie the game. Wiggins has got a double-double for the second straight game. Poole, Wiggins for 3. Ooh. Awful. Jaylen Brown gives it over to Tatum. Tatum pushes, extra pass, White fakes, shoots a 3, can't hit with the rebound.
On these Warriors.
Oh, wow.
Third leading scorer in the playoffs, had a great start.
They just skipped, and Jordan Poole must have got fouled, so Marcus Smart is back in the game.
Got the ability to get hot.
We got 10:04 remaining, and now Klay Thompson's back in.
And I like
Jordan Poole, wow, he really improved his field goal percentage.
this.
Averaged 10 in the regular season, 45% this year, 18 a game.
Marcus Smart was
You need to have
excellent in the third quarter.
Jordan Poole's got 11 points in 12 minutes. Smart. Good defense. And Williams with a foul because the Warriors had numbers.
As Williams picks up his third. From the Warriors, I'd look to get Klay Thompson on the move, get him a quality look off the action.
Let's see.
In game 1
Here's
of
Looney.
this series on this field,
Inbound.
the Celtics
Yo, Marcus Smart is getting away with a lot of pushing. Here's Looney. Left side gives it over to Draymond, guarded by Tatum. Clay trying to get open. Off the screen. Thompson for three. No. Oh, he got it. Gives it over to hand to Tatum.
Got a pretty good look.
Tatum starts to drive right. Goes up, fakes, goes up, and travels.
Andrew Wiggins' defense has been sensational throughout these playoffs.
And low-key now, Jason Tatum is starting to struggle.
And then want the smoke, embrace the smoke.
Oh, yeah, he traveled. Yep, picked up his hip. He traveled before the foul.
Attack the bodies.
Thompson gets the ball. Gives it over to Looney. Looney, hand off to Thompson. Thompson meets a light double. Switch over to – no, that's an offensive foul. Thompson hits the three. And they ain't going to call it. Marcus Smart, you flopped, bro. You flopped. 9:30 remaining in a timeout by Ime Udoka.
Mama call him Clay. I'll call him Clay. Give me a wide open shot. It's not so smart.
Yep.
Thompson with 18. It's the largest lead of the fourth quarter.
Is that an offensive foul by Klay Thompson? Yes or no? I don't know. I know Celtic fans are going to say that's an offensive foul. You know how it is. Let me see. Oh, Jay says through 4, Curry's running away with the MVP. Only way he could lose it is if the Warriors lose 2 in a row. That's true because, like I said, he's been the best player this entire series. So the only way he does lose it is if the Warriors don't win the series. But especially the last 2 games because this is a 2-2 series tie. But guess what, ladies and gentlemen? The Warriors, masters of the third quarter, they lost the third quarter 35-24. Boston have been the fourth quarter masters, but in game 4 and in game 5 so far, the Warriors are owning the fourth quarter. And as a matter of fact, the Warriors are on a 7-0 run to start. They lead by 8. I would say that was a flop on Marcus Smart. Yeah, no, Marcus Smart, listen, is a great defender. I just don't like the fact that he constantly has to flop. Just use your strong body. You're a very good defender. You have very good defensive mechanics, very good instinct. Now, some of the plays in this game, like he literally got beat, literally on some back cuts that really didn't make sense on some of the inbounds. He's got to pay a little bit better attention. But other than that, like I said, Marcus Smart, that dude is a dog on defense. He's a dog. But now Klay Thompson's starting to wake up. He's got 18. Coming in, Klay was only 7 points ahead of Smart. Well, only 7. Well, that gap has kind of widened a little bit now. All right, man. So we got quickly 9:30 in the fourth. Warriors up by 8. Let's see how Boston responds after the timeout. Remember, Boston started off the third quarter on a 10-0 run. They scored 35 in the third, outscored the Warriors by 11. Warriors get that huge momentum bank in 3 after the Celtics go up 2. And now the Warriors are on a 7-0 run to start the fourth. So quite honestly, the Warriors, actually they're on a 10-0 run dating back to the third quarter because they were down 74-72. Poole hits the 3 and then another 7 points. And look, 10-0 run for the Warriors dating back to the late third quarter. And now it's a 8-point lead for Golden State. Golden State has led by as many as 16. Boston has led by as many as 5.
The Rays lucky banner 18.
Okay, I just thought the game came back on, but that's still a commercial. Just talking about the series in terms of are the Warriors going to win their next title? This will be title number 7 in their franchise history, or is Boston going to win title number 18 and go ahead of the Lakers once again? Back to live action.
Don't want to miss out? Just tell Siri, remind me to watch Game 6 on ABC.
Give me Bev and Smart all day. That's why Steph is running away with the MVP so far.
I love those guys.
Warriors fever everywhere.
A bunch of
There
seals.
in the Bay Area, Golden State had a
Okay.
16-point lead in the first half. Celtics with a great third quarter.
All right, Celtics get the ball.
Anytime you don't root for their team.
Exactly.
Here's all Horford. Gives it over to Jaylen Brown. Over to Jason Tatum. Gets a switch. Gets double. Brown fakes it. Oh, he got fouled. Yep.
Before the shot attempt, Draymond Green will pick up foul number 4.
And looks like Poole got hurt.
And a technical foul has been handed out. Marcus Smart. Jordan Poole is limping.
He got hurt.
There's been a lot of arguing.
There really has. At the last time out, there was a lot going on. And I do not blame the officials at all for having a breaking point. Even in the finals where you don't want to.
All right, man. So Marcus Smart gets himself a technical foul. Not really smart.
Sometimes you just got to say enough is enough.
And that's a free throw.
Free throw shooter.
9-point lead for the Warriors.
But I want you to always have a breaking point. That's all I'm saying as a fan of the game.
I'm going to give you an amen on that.
So Jordan Poole got hit. Let's see what happens here.
9-point advantage with still over 9 to play.
Offensive foul.
We can't believe it. So Smart will pick up the personal foul. That's number 4.
Wait, is he out of the game?
Just after picking up the technical, Al Horford trying to calm him down.
Let's see what happens here.
I agree. I agree with Smart on that one. He got held first.
Yeah.
And then flopped his way to a call.
Yep.
Boston also got a delay of game.
Poole hits it. Uh-oh.
Poole now with 14 points in 13 minutes, 10 straight points by Golden State.
Marcus Smart has got to calm down.
First possession, Jordan Poole has been outstanding, giving Steph Curry a well-needed.
Where's Jaylen Brown? Settles for the 3. No.
Brown can't answer. Wiggins battles and comes up with yet another rebound.
Exactly. You got to be smarter than that. You got to be smarter than that. Thompson. Oh, nice fake by Looney, but he misses the reverse layup. He did the right thing. It's just he was a little off angle. Tatum's got to step up now. Kicks it out. Horford. Jaylen Brown. Let him get the layup. Yeah. Just let him lay it up. That stopped a 13-0 run by Golden State.
Missed layup at the other end.
Oh, man, this is not the time right now. Oh, not the time. All right, let's see. Right now, it is a 8-point game. I don't know why all of these things happen. All right, let's see if this works now. So they call the foul. Tatum at the free throw line knocks it down.
Tatum hits the free throw now. 23 points.
And we got a timeout.
4 assists for Tatum. Timeout call by
Golden State will call a timeout. 7:44 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Golden State with an 8-point lead. They're up 85-77. As Steph Curry only has 12 points and has struggled here in this game. But Wiggins has picked it up. Wiggins has stepped up definitely with a double-double. Klay Thompson got going in the third quarter. He's got 18. And then on top of that, Jordan Poole has got it going in this game as well. But Marcus Smart, you're the leader of the team. You can't choose at this time to get rattled like that. I get that Jordan Poole flopped. You're right, because he got you first. But at the same time, you got to understand this is a huge game. You can't afford to give away free points and can't afford to lose your cool. And don't get yourself kicked out neither, because that's really going to hurt if you get kicked out of the game, because now the leadership is going on the floor. And Boston is kind of struggling a little bit right now in this fourth quarter. They only have 5 points, and we're about to reach 5 minutes, almost in 5 minutes, they only have 5 points. Golden State has 13. No, Golden State has 10. Sorry. Golden State has 10, but still. So Marcus Smart, he's got to do a better job of keeping his emotions in check. Good job by Al Horford to check in on him and just telling him to let him know to calm down, because you lose your cool in a game like this, you know, you can cost your team the game. Next thing you know, you're going to be thinking about that as you head to Boston for Game 6, and now you're in an elimination game. It's not going to be the first time you've been in an elimination game, but it's a little bit different because you're in the finals. Despite the fact that you've been in an elimination game before, you have the experience because you were down 3-2 to the Milwaukee Bucks in round 2. You didn't have to worry about that in round 3. You were up 3-2, even though you won 7 games with Miami. And then you obviously didn't have to worry about that with the 4-game sweep of Brooklyn. I'm interested to see how the Clippers are going to be next year with a fully healthy squad with Paul George and Kawhi Leonard. The thing is, as much as I love Kawhi, I just can't count on him due to his injuries. Yeah, we all know Draymond is a weird guy. We all know. We all know it. He's just a weird dude. Just is. Once again, everybody, make sure to hit the like, hit the subscribe if you're new. Back to live action. All right, so looking for the Golden State Warriors, we got Klay Thompson's got 18, Wiggins has got 18, Poole has got 14, Curry's got 12, and Payne's got 11. So you got 5 guys in double figures. So Curry's gotten the help. So look at that. Curry was shooting 49% entering this game from three-point game, averaging 34 a game, but that 12 points is gonna dip a bit unless he can increase his scoring a little bit here in the fourth. If he get himself 9 to 10 points, you know, he won't be too bad. So Tatum at the free throw line knocks down the second. So it's an 85-78 game as we get ready and continue this game right here in the fourth. All right, here's Curry with the ball. Here's Curry. Gives it over to Andrew Wiggins. Wiggins over to Kevon Looney. Looney over to Curry. Curry gives it to Wiggins. Wiggins. Nice move by Wiggins. He's got 20. Andrew Wiggins with 20 points. 20 points, 11 rebounds. He's playing the way that Harrison Barnes was supposed to play. Here's Tatum. Oh, Tatum got fouled. Horford over to Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown behind the back. Turnover. Clayton. There's Curry. Oh, actually, Curry was open. He waited until Smart got there. Curry for 2. Nope. 5 for 17.
And even in that situation,
it's unfortunate.
Shooting the history of the game, that's a 2-on-1. You got an opportunity to seal out a big-time win in Game 5.
Here's Jaylen Brown. Loses the ball. Another turnover.
18 of them.
Curry's gotten the help he needs tonight. Curry, there it is. No, 5 of 18. Nah, it's not Curry's night tonight.
And he's had some great looks. Marcus Smart drives at Wiggins.
Smart. Horford.
The midway point here in the fourth. Jaylen Brown.
Jaylen Brown. No foul. Oh, that's a foul.
Nope, they're going to wave it off. Say he was fouled on the rebound.
That's Looney's 5th foul.
Looney will pick up his 5th. Looney's only played 14
Hopefully
minutes.
for Curry, he can play better in Game 6 and eliminate this Game 5. So at least you can say he played well in 5 of the 6 games.
That's great help by Looney.
Because Curry's been consistent up to this point.
Fouls him right there. That may have.
Curry's gotten the help today, though. Here's Tatum. Tatum. Shoots it. No. Do you notice that Jason Tatum once again has disappeared in the fourth quarter? Again? Curry.
Curry looking.
Curry.
Now drives. Wiggins across.
Wiggins floats it up and in.
Andrew
Wiggins with 22 points and 11 rebounds. Golden State up by 11. Brown, no. He draws a foul.
And free throws with 5:28 remaining.
Well, Steve Kerr talked about
He cares about the draft picks. Man,
being acquired by the Warriors, and he has not disappointed. Outstanding individual defense.
Jason Tatum disappears again in the fourth quarter.
Timely baskets all night long.
Jaylen Brown makes a free throw. 89-79. Andrew Wiggins, man, he's playing the way that Harrison Barnes was supposed to play for Golden State.
Boston's been within one a couple of times.
And think about the tag on Wiggins, no motor, doesn't really get after it. This guy.
Jaylen Brown makes only 1 out of 2.
But sometimes it was earned, deservedly so. But sometimes you grow out of it also.
That's exactly right. You got to give.
But he's in the right system, culture. Curry. No, that was deflected. 10 on the shot clock for the Warriors. 5:15 remaining. 89-79. Golden State is up by 10.
Of a different role, having to deliver every night offensively is sometimes just not.
They give it a Looney.
Right role for every player.
Off of Thompson shoots a 3. Ooh, in and out. I would have put him up 13. Tatum drives right. Tatum goes up and he draws a foul.
So free throws now for Tatum. Boston's missed 7 free throws. They're 14 of 21. Tatum and Brown have been battling all second half. Neither one of them has sat here in the second half.
I'll tell you what, the frustrating thing.
I would have gave Udoka a break on one of those guys, though.
You've handled Steph Curry. You've made him.
Here's Jason Tatum. I think he missed a free throw. That's what I think. He might have missed a free throw.
Comes back in.
Draymond is in.
Tatum misses another free throw. He's 2 for 5.
What is going on with Jason Tatum? He's 9-17, 24-10, but again, where is he in the fourth quarter? Missed them both.
Misses both free throws.
Wow. Boston's missed 9 free throws. There's no excuse for that.
Tatum's played all but 2 minutes and 16
Draymond Green
seconds.
over to Curry. Curry with the floater. Big shot.
Another fine look from Draymond Green. Those two know each other on the court all the time.
And we got a timeout.
What they do so well, Mike, when they throw it into that short post area, Curry reads the screen.
Wait, what are they doing?
Time, as you see
What is Draymond doing?
Everybody's involved over here.
Green wanted to get the ball away from Tatum and wouldn't give it to him. He kept holding it on. And Tatum still has the ball as he's sitting on the bench. Did not want to give it up. 4:40 remaining here in the third. I'm not giving it to you right now. I don't care the whistle is blowing. Draymond Green trying to become an instigator. What a fight this series has been. 4:40 remaining. 12
All right, 12-point lead for the Golden State Warriors. Curry hits the floater to put him up 12. Celtics have to have a run coming in them. Hopefully. They need to. They need to have a run. They lose this game, they're down 3-2. And the Celtics only have 5 points in the fourth quarter. Ladies and gentlemen, we're about to reach 7 minutes and 20. We got 7 minutes and 20 seconds, and the Boston Celtics only have 5 points. The Warriors have 16. 16-5 in the fourth quarter. All right. Back to live action. That was fast.
Hard to believe after the magic he performed in game 4.
He's made 1 3-pointer in all 132 career playoff games, 233 straight games in the regular season and playoffs, 38 straight playoff games with multiple minutes.
32 of them. Well, there's still 4:40 remaining.
6 of 19 from the field.
Really picked up the
Funny,
slack
that's how
led
much
by
Curry shot in game
Andrew
7.
Wiggins with 22 points.
He tried to change his shoes at halftime to go back to the magical purple shoes. If they're able to get this win with him having this type of night, this will be a tremendous, tremendous victory.
Not only that, Curry will play better in Game 6. That's your fear if you're Boston. Smart. Over to Tatum. Tatum. Kicks it out. Jaylen Brown for 3. No. 13 rebounds for Wiggins. 22 and 13 for Wiggins. Boston only 1 out of 9. They missed 8 out of 9 shots. They give it to Wiggins. Curry. There's the streak. Oh. So he got fouled. Curry 6 out of 20. Tatum. Tatum. No. Oh. And a foul.
Third foul on Tatum, third team foul. Push-up.
And paying with the push-ups. This is my problem with Tatum, man.
If you're the Celtics moving forward, you have to eliminate all the nonsense, the bickering.
But you can't call Tatum a superstar. I don't consider him a superstar. Not yet. You got to earn that title. He hasn't earned that superstar title yet. He's a star, not a superstar. Wiggins drives for the hook. Wiggins.
14-point Warrior lead. I'm just so impressed.
Andrew Wiggins. Man, 24 and 13. 50%. Tatum for 3. Finally hits one.
A much-needed three-pointer for Tatum and the Celtics.
And if you're Curry, you've got to get into his space.
Tatum's got 27.
Curry with Williams on him. Double team.
Nice floater. Good pass by Curry.
Unselfish play by Curry. Good double teaming, hitting 2 on the ball. He gets rid of it.
Marcus Smart is fouled. And now Smart will go to the free throw line. Draymond Green asking Steve Kerr to challenge it.
Like, that's not asking. That's the man.
What is this? Yo, this guy Draymond.
And he's going to do it.
Because I think even if the foul's called, he wants to be on Curry.
There is some contact there.
That's not a foul.
Is it enough to be a foul? We'll take a timeout. 3:01 remaining. Right now, Warriors are comfortable.
No, that's not a foul. Marcus Smart tried to sell it. That's not a foul. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so with 3:01 remaining in the fourth, Warriors are up by 13, 95-82. But what can you say about Andrew Wiggins, man? He's been unbelievable. 24 points and 13 rebounds. My question about the Celtics is, how come you guys have not done anything about Wiggins rebounding the basketball? This is the second straight game that he has a double-double. He had 17 rebounds in Game 4, and he has another 13 in Game 5. So in the last 2 games, Wiggins is averaging 15 rebounds. Does that not click something in your head like, at all, guys, make sure to hit the like? But think about that. Think about that. He's averaging 15 in the last 2 games. And that has not even come across your mind. And the Warriors are not a big team. That's the crazy part. But, man, that Draymond loves to talk, man. That dude loves to talk. Are we back already? Yes, we are.
This is the play being challenged.
Just like that.
As Marcus Smart surrounded by Curry and Draymond Green.
What's the call going to be?
And it was unsuccessful. So Draymond Green fouls out.
So it's Draymond Green fouls out.
The offensive end as well, the way he's passed the ball tonight.
So Green fouls out for the
first player to
time.
foul out 3 times in a final since Dale Davis in 2000.
First player to foul out 3 times in a single final since 2000.
Why isn't Jonathan Kuminga getting some burn,
my
though?
former teammate with the Indiana Pacers.
Yep. He was a great player, and you played on a dirty team.
I'm done. Smart hits the free throw.
Fouled.
Nick was such a hater, man.
Nick Pacer animosity never dies.
What is wrong with you?
Antonio Davis. Let's just throw Antonio Davis in there, too.
Why would you say we were a very good team?
You were. You were an excellent team, man.
Why would you say dirty?
Smart, meanwhile,
Smart makes on the free throw.
11-point game as we're under 3 minutes remaining. White guarding Curry.
And look at this lineup. Both Horford and Williams out.
Curry with the ball. It's an 11-point game. Who just scored? Oh, my goodness. Why is it this buffer always at the wrong time? Jesus. Dang. I want to know who scored for Golden State. Let me see over here. Let's see who scored just now.
Since 2000, and the great Dale Davis, my former teammate with the Indiana Pacers.
Yep. He was a great player, and you played on a dirty team.
What are you talking about?
Like you guys are fouled.
Nick was such a hater, man.
Nick Pacer animosity never dies.
What is wrong
Had to
with
repeat that.
Antonio, let's just throw Antonio Davis.
Golden State is up
you?
15. You see? Now it's buffering over here.
Knocks down the free throws. 11-point game as we're under 3 minutes remaining. White guarding Curry.
And look at this.
Let's see what happens.
Both Horford and
Curry.
Williams out. Grant Williams, the only big on the floor.
Curry.
Makes his move on White, drives inside.
Curry goes for the layup. It's good. 7th field goal. He's got 16.
Talked about it. No rim protection. Curry has much more space when he gets into the paint to finish.
Curry 16 points in
8
a rough
assists.
shooting night, but he's got 8 assists.
Tatum.
Steps back. Three-pointer
Nope.
over Looney.
Another. You see, Tatum has struggled in the fourth quarter. 1 3-pointer, couple of free throws, but he hasn't been there in the fourth quarter.
Crowd delighted with 2:25 remaining.
Look at Boston, 2 out of 12. This is their quarter.
A 16-point lead. Well, they have bounced back in a big way.
Wiggins. Wiggins with the throwdown. 26 for Wiggins with 13 rebounds. Wow. Jaylen Brown. It's a foul.
Young fella has gotten his opportunity and has taken full advantage of it. It's not how you drive, it's how you arrive.
It's how you arrive. That's right.
There goes that man.
Oh.
1:58 remaining. The Warriors, the championship DNA shows up when it's needed most. They've had their struggles at times in these playoffs.
Jaylen Brown knocks down the free throw.
As many as 39. They trailed the game by 55. That was the second round against Memphis. But they still know what it takes to win.
26 and 13.
They've earned these 3 rings, knowing it's
How about Wiggins these last 2 games?
All those experiences of having
Brown makes both
these
free
type
throws.
of moments in these type of games.
And yet the guy with no championship experience, very little playoff
Curry.
experience, has been
He's got the
great in
ball.
Game 4 and by far their best player
152 remaining.
Wiggins has been brilliant with
Curry
42 minutes.
gives it over to
26 points, 13
thing.
rebounds.
Thompson fakes, shoots a 3. Bang!
Equals the largest lead of the
102-86. Marcus Smart scores on the layup. They give it to Wiggins.
What a gut check win this would be for the Golden State Warriors here in Game 5. And they do it on a night where their star players struggled shooting the ball.
Gives it over to Curry. Curry for 3. No. Tipped up. Curry's streak is going to end on the 3-pointers, I think.
Timeout, Boston. They're on their feet here in San Francisco.
We got a timeout with 1:17 remaining. Ime Udoka calls it.
It's not about how fast you run. It's about how well you slow down. Corona.
So, ladies and gentlemen, with 1:17 remaining here in the fourth quarter, the score is 104-88. Golden State is up by 16. Klay Thompson has 21 points as he hit another 3. Jay says there's no way the Celtics are going to carry this to Game 6. It's not their MO all playoffs, and he also says the Warriors are going to have to play on all cylinders in Game 6. No, if they're going to win this series to close it out and win the last 3 games, kind of like the way they did in 2015, because this is where, to me, it's kind of trending. So the Celtics' MO, they've always been finding a way to bounce back, but this is going to be their first back-to-back loss in which they were undefeated after a loss, but that streak is going to come to an end. Curry's three-point streak is going to come to an end, I think, if he doesn't hit another three at the very least. He's had 38 straight playoff games making 2 threes or more, and he has 133 consecutive playoff games making at least 132 straight playoff games making at least 1 3. But the man was Andrew Wiggins tonight. It was all about him. Look at the Warriors, 29-14 in the fourth quarter. Boston 3 of 13. The Warriors didn't turn the ball over. Boston had 4. All right, 1:10 remaining, and we got a tripping foul. There was some foul calls Curry didn't get. He finished 7 out of 22 for 16 points. He did have 8 assists. Let's see what Boston's made out of, though. They lost their cool. Well, not they did it. Marcus Smart did. But Jason Tatum, I'm sorry. But in a 2-2 series tie, you played well, but then you didn't show up in the fourth quarter. This has been his MO. And so we got a missed free throw by I'm trying to figure out who that is. All right, game 6 at TD Garden. It's elimination time for Boston. They faced it once before, and they won the last 2 games. Can they get it done one more time in this series? As both free throws are knocked down, so it's now 104-89. I don't know why it says 104-89. It should say 104-90. All right, here's Damian Lee. Checks in. Game's over. The Warriors are going to win this game. So we got a rebound. Don't know who that player is. Is that Pritchard? Yeah, that's Pritchard. Crosses over. Actually, no, that's not Pritchard. I don't know who these players are. Udoka's emptied the bench. So we got a missed 3. Offensive rebound, and we got a foul call with 37.2 seconds remaining. So it's 104-89. Yeah, Jason Tatum once again. Like I said, he played well throughout. But once again, also, Steph Curry has to respond, though. Can't play 2 bad games in a row. Wait, Curry has 149. If you divide it by 5, let's see now. Let me see this right now. Curry, no. Curry had 16. Wiggins shot over 50%. As the player at the free throw line knocked down both free throws, so it's 104-91. Now they put Jonathan Kuminga in. I feel like if it's a game, I feel like he should have gotten some burn, because I don't want to see Steve Kerr put him in a panic situation just in case if it was a game 7, and then they just put a rookie inside there. 17 seconds remaining. We got number 40 shoots the 3-pointer. He drains it, so it's 104-94. And ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it. So the Warriors win 104-94. Standing ovation by the Chase Center crowd as the Warriors go up 3-2. Despite Draymond Green fouling out, as Steph Curry drinks his essential water. Chill, that's my favorite water bottle, I ain't going to lie. And Golden State wins. This was Andrew Wiggins' night. 26 points and 13 rebounds. Curry getting all the attention, struggled all game long. Wiggins steps up, shoots over 50% from the field, and gets himself his second straight double-double as they win by the score of 104-94. King G says, Tatum better stop with this mama mentality BS. Kobe used to do the same stuff. Oh, for sure he did. Kobe, yeah, for sure. For sure Kobe did. Yep, Curry's streak came to an end. His 3-point streak is finally over. Hell of a streak, but it's over. King G, I hate when people say Kobe would have never allowed this to happen. When he did versus Detroit and shit. I was wrong emphatically. He's not an effing flawlessly player. No. No player is perfect. I'm just happy you didn't hit a three. Jay says Tatum and Brown get along. Shaq and Kobe did not as well. Well, you had two alpha personalities, and guess what they did? Guys, make sure to hit the like as you guys come in. Not only that, but he was able to they were able to win. They won 3 straight championships. The thing is, when you have two different personalities, but two alphas pushing each other, I don't see alpha in Tatum or Brown. I don't see that. Kobe was a great player, but he's got his flaws. But the thing with Kobe Bryant is at least he knew when to play championship basketball and be efficient. It took Kobe a while to become a great player, but once he figured it out, Kobe won multiple titles without Shaquille O'Neal. Tatum's not at that level yet. And my problem is now I see Tatum wearing the 24 band, wanting to be Kobe. And it's like, you need to be Jason Tatum and stop fantasizing about Kobe Bryant right now, because your team is now down 3-2. And although you played well throughout the game, you struggled in the fourth quarter. And the Celtics, who were doing great in the fourth quarter throughout the playoffs, they didn't do well tonight. And the funny thing is, the Warriors, they've been the masters of the third quarter, but the Boston Celtics were the ones who were doing well, in that game. So now what do you got to say now? Hold on. Nick Wright, I remember you said that the Warriors made such a bad trade when they got Andrew Wiggins. And wait a minute. Andrew Wiggins, 17 points, 16 rebounds, game 4. Game 5, 26 points and 13 rebounds. Yeah, that was a really bad trade. I don't know why the Warriors traded for Andrew Wiggins. That was such a bad trade. It's such a bad trade that they're 1 win away from winning the championship. Damn. Golly. Nick Wright does it again. One of the master trolls, man. Nick Wright, he will pee in his pants. He will pee in his pants. I said Andrew Wiggins has a chance to be good. I didn't think he would play as well as he did, but it's like I said before. I said that Andrew Wiggins is playing the way that Harrison Barnes was supposed to play. I've been saying it for the longest time. That 3 position that Harrison Barnes was supposed to played, the way Andrew Wiggins is playing right now, Harrison Barnes was supposed to be that player, because then it would have made LeBron play defense. LeBron didn't have to defend in 2016 against Harrison Barnes. If Harrison Barnes made some shots, you would have forced LeBron to play defense. It's part of the reason why they got Kevin Durant, because LeBron would have to defend now. And even still then, he didn't really defend like that. So getting back to this game, as we look into the comment section, I know Kobe did. I'm not saying he didn't, but Tatum has this obsession with wanting to be like Kobe, who wanted to be like Jordan, but he kept jacking. Yeah, no, it was a great win by the Dubs. Let me see. Yeah, Curry's still the Finals MVP, no question. He scored the most points in this series. He has 153 points. Now Tatum added 27 tonight, but again, the problem with Tatum is he disappeared in the fourth quarter yet again. And fortunately, Draymond Green's foul out didn't cost the Warriors. It didn't do anything for the Warriors. Warriors were stymied defensively, and their ball movement was huge. Now, I'm going to say this. The refs were very inconsistent with the calls on both ends of the court. The bottom line is the Boston Celtics, yet again, did not use their size to their advantage. Jacking up bad shots, in a way, he was like Kobe. Oh, yeah, of course. Series ain't over. Celtics have responded nicely so far, means it can happen again. Yeah, he outright. Exactly. He has this weird fixation on Kobe, like, bro, just be you and stop jacking up threes. Tatum and Brown were trash in the fourth and bailed out the Warriors' defense with bad shots. Every time when JT takes a bad shot and air balls or bricks, I'm like, what are you talking about? That is Kobe. The sports media is going to be eating crow if the Warriors win the title. It's been Boston. I have been hearing poor old Shannon Sharp. Skip is going to roast him. Well, Skip is actually rooting against Steph Curry, to be honest. So he does not like Curry. He has a vendetta against Curry, so no, he's not rooting for. He's praying for Curry to fail, so then he can say that they needed Kevin Durant. The media, they have their favorites, so it's not nothing new. I think the Celtics win in Game 6, but I don't know if they're going to win a Game 7 on the road. No, if they win Game 6, they have a wonderful opportunity to win Game 7 on the road. Because what happens is you tie the series, it's anybody's game. The Warriors, remember what happened the last time they played a Game 7 at home in the NBA Finals. We know what happened. We know what happened. We know what happened. To be honest, we all thought that. Tatum doesn't have 3 to 5 guys on him. That's another point. He's getting a lot of single coverage, and still he's taken advantage in early in the game. But my problem with Tatum has been late in the game. It just aged horrible. Also, Wiggins was a leprechaun killer. Should Curry still win Finals MVP? Yeah, Curry's still the Finals MVP as of right now. Because the thing is, I see if they give the MVP to Andrew Wiggins, they're going to Iguodala Curry again. And Curry's been the best player on both teams, despite this bad game. Should Curry still win or Andrew Wiggins? I mean, earlier in his career, yes. But Tatum is trying to channel that 2009, 2010 Kobe, and it ain't working, bro. Just be you. So far, Curry's still the MVP. Unless Curry is shit in Game 6 and Wiggins has a 30-plus closeout night, then Curry's still MVP. Shout out to Clay Sports Talk. Nice game by Wiggins, but Curry's three-point made shot streak is over for the playoffs. Well, it's over, but it's not a big deal. The most important thing is that they won the game, and Wiggins stepped up in a huge way. Huge way. LeBron was never obsessed with Kobe. His daddy's Jordan. Ain't that the truth? Skip used to like Curry up until KD left him. And now KD got swept. I mean, you're right. Even Bron wasn't this obsessed with Jordan like Tatum's with Kobe. Then you don't know LeBron. Because LeBron shows in his infatuation with Jordan in such a weird way. Kobe was trying to be better than him by doing everything Jordan did and thought he could do it better. LeBron basically sounds like he stalked his whole career. I wanted to shoot like MJ. I wanted to stick my tongue out like MJ. I wanted to wear the shoes like MJ. I'm like, see, Kobe won't tell you that. Kobe would tell you, oh yeah, I looked up to Michael Jordan, but Magic Johnson was my favorite player. The thing is with Kobe, he won't admit to your face that he grew up watching Michael Jordan, even though over the years he said, I grew up watching him and I got advice. But that's not what Kobe tells you. Again, Kobe gives you the illusion that he hates Mike. I mean, there was an interview where Kobe was like, with the way that some of the guys played in the 90s, he said, no wonder Mike won 6 championships. That's what came out of Kobe's mouth in the interview right before he passed away. This was, I think, 2020. I think not 2020. This was 2018 or 19, somewhere around there. It's the reason LeBron is doing this more than an athlete push is because he knows he can't beat Jordan in rings and accolades, so he wants to be greater in social justice. Oh, yeah. That's facts. Tatum has to take charge and demand the ball more in the fourth. It's not just the demand of the ball. It's just Tatum does not drive to the basket. If you look what Tatum was doing, he kept settling and taking step-back shots. He thinks he's Kobe. He was feeling it, and then he got ahead of himself, and then he continued to settle for jump shots. Continue to settle. Boston Celtics were turn the ball over like crazy in the fourth quarter. Not like crazy, but they had 4 turnovers. They couldn't force a single turnover for the Warriors. And again, the Warriors are small, and yet Boston didn't try to impose their will with their size. But if I'm the Warriors, this is what I do. The Celtics have a little weakness in Marcus Smart. See, if you can find a way to rattle Marcus Smart, who's the heart and soul of the team, because we know Tatum is not a leader. Neither is Jaylen Brown. Neither one of them are leaders. But a great point was made. A great point was made. Hopefully, JT doesn't do a 6-for-24 Kobe tribute. Oh, damn. Oh, my God. Damn, you just gave the blueprint for what might happen in Game 6. Hopefully, it's a win, though. Well, that's another thing with Kobe, though. Kobe, he did have a bad knee. He did have bone spurs in his ankle, and he did have a broken shooting hand to go 6-for-24. There were some games where Kobe played well in that series, but trying to fight through those injuries, especially with a defense like Boston, it's tough. It's tough. It's amazing that Kobe came out alive, and people try to take away that Finals MVP, but no, Kobe deserved the Finals MVP over Pau Gasol. People are not going to like to hear the sound of that, but it's true. It's true. No, Jay. No, you don't get it. It may be well known, but Kobe has had a tendency to lie, to say that he didn't look up to Jordan, because as much as it's well known, Kobe's played both. He's played both sides. At one point, he'll tell you that he idolized Michael Jordan, and at the same time, he'll tell you that his favorite player was Magic Johnson. He said all this kind of stuff. Well, that's what I'm saying. Kobe's played both sides, but everybody knows he looked up to MJ. That's who we idolize. Everybody knows it. But what I'm saying is Kobe's played both roles. So King G's right. He's told media members, my favorite player was Magic Johnson. And the thing is, he'll say, I wanted to pass like Magic. Kobe's an underrated passer, but Kobe's personality didn't give off as somebody who just loved to give up the ball. But at the same time, he dealt with teammates who at times, it was difficult for them to make shots. And Kobe had to shoot some shots at the end of the shot clock that he didn't want to take. Some of them he did want to take, but it is what it is. Yeah, so Jay, what he's basically saying is we know Kobe idolized Jordan, but what I'm saying is the same thing that he's saying, that Kobe has done it both ways. He said he idolized Michael Jordan and looked up to him, but at the same time, he also said what he said about in terms of trying to be better than him. And like I said, he's on record as saying that his favorite player was Magic Johnson. Like he did say that. But at the same time, let's get back to this game, though. I don't want to get too much on that. Tatum knows about his struggles in the fourth, and he still, for some reason, shies away from the moment. That's not a Mamba mentality. At least Curry kept shooting despite his misses. Curry was still aggressive despite the fact that he struggled, despite the fact that he only shot 7 out of 21. You're not gonna get it, Jay. It's fine. There's videos on it. Trust me. He said both. He's admitted and he hasn't admitted. He did both. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Yeah. The media is always gonna do they always do that to the next person. Chris West says if Game 6 Clay shows up, then there will be many itchy bums in the Garden. Skip has the State Warriors winning in 7 despite not liking Ethan Steven. Yep. Nets says who's a better finals performer, KD or Bron? Well, KD was amazing in the two final. He was better in 2017 than he was in 2018. I mean, he did end up shooting 50, 40, 90, but that was because of the 43-point game he had in Game 3. Because he really didn't play that great in that series. That 43-point game was what propelled his numbers to 50, 40, 90 for the series in 2018. 2017 is the legendary all-time finals MVP. KD was unbelievable. Unbelievable. Yeah, he got single coverage. He did. Off of the shooting of Clay and Steph off of their threats. he got a lot of free driving lanes to the basket. That the middle of the floor was constantly open, whether in the half court or in transition. You would have to give the edge to Bron, only because Bron has won 4 finals MVPs on that stage. But Kevin Durant could say he had a back-to-back 50, 40, 90 in the NBA finals. LeBron can't say that. LeBron has more face value numbers when it comes to points, rebounds, and assists. KD has the efficiency factor, and the biggest reason being is because of the free throw shooting. 50, 40, 90 back-to-back finals MVPs. The edge is going to go to LeBron just because he has a little bit more hardware. But to be honest with you, LeBron's best finals have been 2017, 2016 when it comes to efficiency. Those were his two best, and 2020. So 2016, 2017, 2018, and 2020. Those finals made up for his poor efficiency in the first, 5? So 2007, 2011, 2013, because 2012 he did well. He shot 47%. But 2013, he didn't shoot great. He only shot 44%. 2014, again, that's – if you look at the numbers in the forefront, he was great. But if you honestly look deep into the numbers, LeBron was not as great as people make it out to be. The 55% is misleading. No, he said he didn't see Jordan play despite the fact that he's 36, 37 years old, I think Nick Wright is, or 35, whatever his age is. But I know he's in his mid to late 30s. He's just a troll. He's a plant. That's all it is. Ryan says, do you think Clay or Steph gets going in the first half and vice versa second if Golden State still wins? The thing is, they're going to have to get clicking on all cylinders if they're going to win Game 6. They're going to have to do it if they're going to win Game 6. I picked the Warriors to win in 6, but I'm not surprised if it goes 7. I won't be surprised. Yeah, he did. He shot well. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So this is the end of the video, man. Salute to everybody in the chat. Definitely appreciate you guys taking the time for watching this live stream with me, man. Golden State wins and takes a 3-2 lead. Wiggins was the guy, 26-13. Jason Tatum played well, but he struggled in the fourth quarter along with the rest of the Celtics, and the Warriors are now up 3-2. So they get the win. Game 6 will be in TD Garden on Thursday, 9 o'clock Eastern time in Boston. Salute to everybody in the chat. This is Louis once again. Continue to share, like, and subscribe. Bless up, live, laugh, love. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for being a part of the stream, and you already know the deal, man. Until next time. So tomorrow and Wednesday, we got baseball action. Probably going to do a live stream on something. I'll tell you what it is sometime later on. And back on Thursday for Game 6, me and G-Money got the call. So, ladies and gentlemen, take care. Have a wonderful night. And you already know, I am
so many times, and I just wish they would just stop. You know what I mean? Just stop. I mean, he was, Michael Jordan. I'm Kobe Bryant. I mean, we're two different players, and I wish people would just let it go. It really annoys me because you can't compare